and welcome back to Say Win Podcast. I'm your host, Jonathan Wynn.
Really?
I am here.
Really?
That's a hell of a sex change operation right there.
Yeah, I really did.
Get the
Don't get me started
sex change
on
without the
trannies.
sex change.
I had a date.
Was a hot mess over here, isn't it, folks?
Well, guys,
Woo!
that was a big fat joke. I support people. Anyway, so where do we want to take this topic of conversation?
Well, you kind of took it over, didn't you?
Well,
Yeah.
I
You did the same thing on the last podcast.
Yeah, I'm very funny. What do you mean I did the same thing on the last podcast?
The last podcast you were on was like 30 minutes of you talking, 5 of Dad.
Bro, because I'm the talent here.
Yeah.
Well, I'm new here.
This is Ashlyn. This is my best
Ashlyn.
friend.
Not Ashley. If you call me Ashley, I'll fucking kill you.
She'll fucking kill you.
Yeah, okay. We
Knife
can
to the
say that.
throat.
Don't worry, I label all these not safe for children on YouTube.
Oh, perfect.
So we're good. Age restriction.
So
Don't
let's-
worry.
Let's talk about Leslie's deviated septum. Let's get in here and talk about that fucked up nose that we
Hey,
got.
my nose is fucked up.
I got a deviated septum too.
I
I
was gonna
can't
say, you
say
do
shit.
I don't think anybody has a deviated septum.
Okay, let's start. Should we start
Yeah.
at our childhood?
It's just, I think these podcasts are just, Ivy, it's therapeutic for her.
Yeah, this is just how she airs
I
it all
think
out.
I'm just trauma
I already
dumping at
love
this
I've
point.
never been on
Okay, hold on. I do want to say this, okay? On your podcast with Dad,
Yeah.
at the very end, you told a story
About what?
about how I had told Dad something that made him angry, and you said it was a situation where he smashed stuff in my room.
Yeah.
Now, there's 2 separate situations that you just
Two
meshed
separate.
into one.
Okay, so what happened?
Okay,
Give us
so
the
the
full
first
story.
one was a situation where I had asked Dad to leave the house, but you were like half asleep.
Your mustache looks
Yeah,
like pubic
Full
hair.
disclosure, I don't recall much of this.
You
at
were
all.
like, but this is when you were working like every day, sleeping, going to work, sleeping, going
yeah,
to work.
working nights.
So
Yeah.
like, you
Essentially
had told me
what he's
you
doing
told me
now.
I could leave,
Just more
but
depressed.
you didn't remember
It happens.
because you were like half asleep,
Happens to the best of us.
and you woke up, and it was
Happens to the worst of us.
that day you woke up, and Brinley had pulled all the eggs and flowers out of the
Yeah,
fridge.
she was trying to make biscuits in the kitchen.
to make biscuits in
Yeah.
the kitchen, and
Yeah.
it made a mess.
Uh-huh.
And that was the day you threw the sparkling water. And that was
Yeah.
that was that day.
Wait, so that was
And
a
then the
different day.
it was a different
from
day.
The
the
barstool
the-
smash.
The day when I had told Dad you wouldn't be able to go to work if it wasn't for me.
Oh yes, I do
That's what
remember
I
that. You
said.
said that shit. That was the day I was.
And
scared
that
for
was
my
the
life.
day Dad just got angry because he
Then
didn't
smash the barstool.
Yeah, he
That
smashed
was
the
the
barstool.
barstool smash, and then the TV
But
smash.
if you remember, that's the day we didn't have power. We didn't have power that day
Oh, that could be true.
because I had to charge my phone on the truck.
Yeah, but he smashed a barstool.
It's holy
Smash.
shit.
Damn. That was
Yeah,
good.
hey, next time
Excuse
you feel
me.
that, hit that mute button on that mic.
Okay,
there.
I got you.
Yeah,
These
she leaned into it
These
too.
people,
I really did.
these people don't hear
He
that.
smashed the barstool. What else did we smash? We smashed the TV. We smashed the dresser.
Public service announcement to any of those watching. She's looking for a man at the country club. This is what you're getting.
Do you remember? Okay, I have a story that I want to tell. One
A lot
day,
of your stories don't add up.
Leslie.
And they're mixed together with,
Yeah.
you know,
I was laying in
fragments.
Leslie's room because at the time we lived, in Gluckstadt, and he lived upstairs. He had that big ass brown beanbag, and I was laying on the beanbag, and I looked up at the ceiling, and there were knife marks.
There's another one.
There-
Hello, folks.
There were knife marks
Lucky.
in the ceiling. This man got so mad.
No, that wasn't from that. That was because I had got those little like tiny throwing knives, like the Ozark Trail ones.
So you're just like, let me throw
and
this
I
at
was
the ceiling.
throwing them to see if I could get them to stick.
Oh, okay. Cool beans. Alcoholism.
Runs heavy in Ivy.
Yeah. Runs.
No, it's
We're not alcoholics. We're just.
not, no, because we don't drink heavily during the week. It's
Well,
weekends, and
well,
we're
She-
still
she does.
23
Well-
and 24.
We're still
We're still
figuring out
having
life.
fun.
So apparently, alcoholism has an age. You
It
can't be
does.
an alcoholic.
No, it doesn't have an age.
Okay.
It's just
What are you doing?
I wanted to look
We
cool
don't-
with
She
a
wanted
cigar.
to look cool, but she can't
Going
smoke a
to
cigar.
No,
But-
we've came a long way
we have.
from Starkville.
So in Starkville, we used to, when we were living together,
Tuesday.
they had, what was it?
It was Tuesday. Tuesday was 3 for ones.
3 for ones.
Wednesday was wine Wednesday. Thursday was $2 wells. $2
You can
wells.
see
Yeah,
they got it
$2
memorized.
wells.
And then
Oh,
Friday
yeah.
and Saturday were
Friday,
free
Saturday
for all.
was just the weekend.
And
Yeah,
then
they got it.
Sunday and Monday we took the
yeah,
time off.
we took 2 days off.
So you don't
It's
so you don't
college.
you don't
So
you don't think
you
so
took
y'all
the
don't
day
think,
for the Lord and the day
yeah,
after.
you took a day for the Lord
Yeah.
and the
We
day
took
for
a day for the
hangover.
Lord and then a
So
day
y'all don't
after.
think it's a problem that y'all to this day remember this word for word, bar for bar?
No.
You don't think that was a
No.
kind of alcoholic issue?
Um.
All right.
We were in college.
Follow up question. Are
Oh.
either of y'all still in college?
No. Hey, y'all.
Do y'all,
Yeah.
second follow up question. hold
Hey,
on.
I'm
Second
enrolled
follow-up,
for the
second
fall
follow-up.
semester at
Second-
Mississippi
second
College.
follow-up.
So
Do y'all still go to the bar every night?
Not
every
night.
weekend.
I know you went to the
We're
bar
too-
yesterday.
We did
Yeah,
go to
we
the bar
did. That was
yesterday.
Friday.
That's a
Friday.
week. That's a weekday.
That's not a weekday.
Technically-
Friday's not a weekday.
Yeah, but like you got.
There have
Friday
been
and
there have been
Saturday.
plenty of times I've called on like a Tuesday
Do you know how
and
many
Ivy's at the bar.
Do
Tuesdays
you
are
know
good
how
out-
many
good days for out at the
fingers I
bar.
stuck my butthole up this week?
Oh,
I needed
jeez.
to go to
Okay.
the bar.
What?
Disclosure: Ivy's a
Oh,
vet
you're
tech.
talking
Wow.
about-
Wow.
Disclosure.
Yeah.
Specify.
Oh, I'm a vet tech.
She's a
I
vet
have
tech.
to stick my fingers up buttholes.
Yeah, please,
Specify.
clarify that for us.
But
Specify.
okay,
That did
let's back on track. You go to the pub. Now, the pub, for anybody who doesn't know, is a dingy, grimy
Hole in the wall.
hole in the wall.
They don't sell liquor there.
Oh,
They
Full-
got their liquor license
No.
revoked.
It's
No,
a
they
it's
don't
a pla-
get that. It's
Oh.
it's a place where old middle-aged men go
or
just-
or
or
retired.
retired
Because
To just-
Terry from up the street goes there.
just to drink.
wait. I think I know Terry.
You
But
probably
then you
do.
got these
I
two
think it's
24-year-olds who go to
Scary
shoot
Scary
pool.
Terry with no
Scary
Harry.
Terry with no Harry.
Terry.
Yeah. But y'all go there to shoot pool.
I don't go there to shoot pool.
You
all
go
the
there to
time.
drink.
Yes, but like it's.
But
But the thing is,
We can go to Shuckers.
the way the small like
Shuckers is worse.
the pub
Oh,
is
it's
so
a
small,
bloodbath.
you know everybody, and everybody's gonna stick up for everybody. If there's some kind of random in there, they're gonna have your back if that random comes after you.
So
Is
you're
this
so
our
you're,
life?
you're trying to have like a Sons of Anarchy kind of bar.
Oh yes. Hell yeah.
Here-
What?
Love
Here
Sons
we,
of Anarchy.
here we go.
Yes,
Okay, so-
Ashlyn, you have him now.
How
That's
would y'all
yours.
how would y'all
This is my
compare
baby.
the pub to Rick's? Because
Oh,
Rick's is a
there's
bar in
no-
Starkville
very
that I go to.
different.
There's
Very
very
different.
different. I mean, like
Because at Rick's I
we've
can
been
get my
to
shots
the
and I can actually drink.
Oh,
pub.
you
Last
can't.
time I was at Rick's,
Oh yeah, that was a mess.
I'll find the photo right now. It's
Well,
bad.
Rick's
it was
is
your
in
birthday.
Starkville, right?
It was
Yeah.
my
It was your
birthday.
Anything in Starkville is.
Starkville
is the
sucks.
fucking scum of the earth.
There's nothing
Never
there.
go there.
I
There's
mean,
nothing there besides
stay
blow
away.
and alcohol.
I bet they
I've
can
never
hear you.
done cocaine.
They can hear you in the mic. You don't have to lean into it
Okay,
so
well,
hard.
I'm sorry.
No, so last time I
I've
went to
never done
Starkville,
cocaine. I just want to clarify that.
Her boyfriend has though.
My friends wanted
He's
to take
not my
me out for
boyfriend.
birthday.
I don't know what we're talking about.
I go to Rick's, and
Yeah,
honestly,
we will not
this is,
mention
like,
that
the
person.
second
Yeah,
time I've
we'll
been to
we'll keep
Rick's.
that.
He's banned from this property.
That is very true. I have to go to his house.
Who?
Connor.
Wait, wait,
Oh,
I just name
there
dropped.
it is. There
Can
it
we
is.
bleep that out?
Oh no.
wait,
This is
wait,
raw real.
wait. We gotta run it back. We gotta run it back.
And
Let me
unedited.
just take 2 steps.
Stop.
No, hold on. I'm just gonna take 2 steps back
Oh
real
my
quick.
God, I'm gonna kill
I
myself.
was told that she wasn't talking to this dude anymore. So what happened to that?
I told her she was done.
What happened to that? Because like last time I asked, that wasn't a thing.
Well, the things that I want to say, I cannot say in front
Homewrecker.
of my father. No, I'm not.
Halfway there.
Halfway.
No, because they weren't dating. Anyways,
Weren't they working it out though?
They were in a breakup period. They were working
they
things
they
out.
Oh,
they were in. Oh my God.
this was the. I finally found it. So sorry. This is me at Rick's.
You
and
look
if
hammered.
If you zoom in,
She's
you
hammer
can see
slammered,
all
bro.
of the 3 high noons I try to sneak out at Rick's. It was my birthday.
Okay, that's
birthday.
different.
It was my
That's a
birthday.
different
I feel
story.
like-
It's my birthday.
But I will say, even on my 21st birthday, I didn't get fucked up. I
Bro,
drink.
because you're different. Me-
I will say this. So I'm in last podcast on. I'm in the United States Army Reserve. For her, from my girlfriend's birthday, I will not be here. I will be at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, doing my annual training.
Oh my God, I thought he was gonna say he was going active duty. I almost shit my pants like I did on his birthday.
Okay, it takes a lot more than that to go active duty, right?
I don't know
She
what
has
the
no clue.
military.
Fort Bragg.
Well, I'll be here for Mira. She's in good hands.
That's against like the law.
No, I can share dates.
No, you cannot. If for a military thing, you cannot share dates if you're going somewhere with the military.
I'll mute
Well,
that.
Cut that.
Like that's
Okay.
I can mute it.
Okay, so you can mute that, but you can't mute me name dropping.
No,
Oh,
that's a federal offense.
Oh.
This is not.
mine is
share
a federal offense as well.
No.
You cannot. You're not supposed to share deployment dates.
They're not deployment.
But you're still going somewhere with the military
Oh
That's
yeah,
true.
that is true.
Oh,
We'll bleep
yeah.
that out.
Yeah.
That hey, if y'all hear this part's gonna be bleeped over because we are part of the Secret
I
Service.
can play something over that.
Yeah.
It'll never be heard.
We'll play some.
Either
Here,
like, yeah, just
We'll
play this.
disregard.
Play this over
That
it.
is actually an option, circus music.
I will say for her birthday, I will be at Fort Bragg.
just remember
Ivy.
641.
Ivy.
That's what we're gonna play over. What
Okay,
you
but
just said.
I will be at Fort Bragg, so I won't be here for her birthday.
Are you coming back to Madison for your birthday? I'm making her birthday sign, and we're gonna go balls
show
to the
you the
wall,
shuckers.
waxed, straight up waxed balls. Straight up rip them bitches off the taint balls. Like we are going balls
Ivy,
to the
we're
wall.
gonna have to. She can't use her name. She's
Oh.
a teacher, and you're telling her she's gonna get.
Well, her
fucked
name
up
is
for
actually
something.
Miracle, so we're just vibing.
Anyway,
We're gonna bleep over that too, because apparently I have no filter.
Yeah. All right. Well,
'Cause you're
call
drunk.
her Hannah.
Hannah. Her name's no.
No,
Ew, no.
no,
She
we
doesn't
don't
look
like
like a
Hannah.
Hannah.
It's not a Hannah.
It's
What's a
no.
what's a
You know you can call her
What's a
M.
Oh my God! Can we
You
call
can
her
say
Barbie? Barbie.
you just call her
Barbie.
MC.
Okay. Now we're gonna MC. That the
MC. MC Hammer. MC Hammer Pants. Hammer Town. Okay, I feel like we're getting really off track with shit right
We
now.
were
Ivy,
never
you can't-
on
you-
track.
Ivy, you can't stay on track with shit. You told 6 different
First
stories
of
in the
all,
last
when
20
you can
minutes.
breathe out of one of your nostrils, then you can come talk
Ivy,
to
you
me.
can't either.
Shut the fuck up.
I definitely can't right now. This freaking allergies this season is bad.
Brinley and Presley just walked into the garage. I would like to let everyone know they are the lesser of the siblings. They fucking suck dick. Not actually, that's rude.
That was me.
Yeah, you're telling a
Um,
you're telling a 6-year-old and a 9-year-old they suck.
They do, because they fucking do. They suck. Look at her.
She put clothes
Oh
on.
my God, my little precious baby angel.
No, she wants
Oh,
dad.
I love that
Oh,
dress.
she's crawling under the table to get to her dad. Sorry, guys. She's
She's trying, but her dress.
her dress.
That's
Brinley
okay.
is
It's okay.
the holiest of holies. She is amazing. She is sensational.
Why do I feel like you have a vendetta?
Presley, fuck that bitch.
All right.
Straight up. Okay, sorry.
You know what? I was playing Presley. Or I was playing with Barbies with Presley, and it was.
Have you
fun.
ever
We
been
had a good
punched
time.
square in the nose by a 5-year-old?
No,
Okay.
but I got punched
But-
square in the face.
Yeah.
From a dog
Ivy's
bite.
that was Ivy's fault because she was over there telling her she was adopted, and she just fully
That is
fully
not
locked
going
one
to-
back and
I
just.
do remember. You did say that.
Unplug your-
So you've said that numerous nights.
Oh,
Because you told
at
her
least
you were
once a week
adopted
I
when
tell
was
her
here.
she's adopted. Yes.
There you go.
She's
Single
not.
woman.
Yes, she is. She's actually adopted.
But yeah, you got cold cocked by a 5-year-old.
She is currently yadded up right now. I would like everyone to know. Anyways, let's talk about our childhood.
Okay, I do want to bring this up.
Hey.
Why do you get so offended that mom and dad aren't as hard on Brinley and Presley as they were on us?
Hello?
Why does that bother you?
Because. Okay, that's so fucking cool that you're an adopted
Ooh,
by.
I can put like I can put
Hello?
on this. My brother's the same way.
Big hater.
So pissed about
Hello?
how my parents weren't as hard as they were on
Bro, because
him
do
than
you
they were on
know
me.
the fucking turmoil?
Why
that
would you
we-
want that for them though?
I don't want that for
It
them.
seems like you do. You seem big mad. You seem
Hello?
full-blooded
I
hater.
do.
Hello?
I agree with that. I agree with
Full-blooded
that.
hater.
Full-blooded hater right here. Brinley obviously not so much, but Presley
But-
just needs that ass fucking beat, bro.
But why?
Bro, what do you mean why? She's like a motherfucking like little like Satan. Like, she's like
Hello?
the Antichrist.
What? So you're telling me she's 6?
She is.
She acts like a 6-year-old?
Hello?
No.
What?
She
6?
told me my tits looked like bananas. Okay.
That's your fault. That's
And then she told me my tummy was fat.
that's 6-year-old.
We got beef. I got beef with the 6-year-old.
At least she's not
That's
lying.
fine.
Hello?
You put the headphones on. Because
mean-
honestly, fuck you.
Yeah.
It's not my fault.
Hello? I'll put a headphone back on.
But you just seem like
I
a
guess
professional
part
hater.
of me just wants
Hello?
them to grow up
Hello?
with the way that we grew up.
Hello?
Why?
Because I feel like, honestly, I had a okay childhood, okay, but I just want them to experience some of the anger that we.
Why
had to
would you
see.
want that for them though?
I don't want that for them, but I also do.
That's
want
exactly
that for them.
why.
I don't know
No,
because
that's how my brother was.
they-
the same
Hater.
exact
they
way.
need to know the anger that comes from this man. Hey Presley, will you go grab me a beer? Thank you.
Wait, is she? Can she like? Am I allowed to have her fetch me?
Yeah, we're gonna need a high noon
Hey,
and an Angry
Presley?
Orchard.
Presley, I have a high noon in the fridge. It looks like this.
Just tell Gmail
It looks
high
like
noon
this.
Angry
Yes.
Orchard. You know what it is. You got this.
You just seem like a professional hater.
I think.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so I think it's
Wasn't in
like
frame.
this. I
Hello?
don't want them to experience the anger that we went through, but a part of me, when they're acting like that, gets a little bit of John Wayne in my blood, and I'm like, that bitch needs her ass whooped right now, or she needs to experience the fucking.
So when
that.
she still has
needs-
food on her plate, she needs to be beat.
Yes, beat that ass. I don't care if you have 2 green beans left. You finish that shit.
Ivy, do you remember how much you?
We're also gonna need an Angry Orchard.
Do you remember how?
Thank
Do you remember
you.
how much we hated that when we were kids?
I know. He was a lot angrier then. He's honestly great now.
Hello?
So you're mad that he's doing better as a father?
Did you take
Less
steroids?
anger.
Yeah.
Did you take steroids when we were children? That was just all natural.
Pure natural.
Imagine if you had a kid, right?
Oh, I would never be that.
Trent.
I was thinking that way. My mom
Anyway.
me at your
Uh-huh.
age. Imagine what you would do to your kid at this age.
I can't even whoop Presley. I can't because the sadness that like. Well, Dad had always told us growing up, I didn't want to whoop y'all, but you needed to.
Some of them felt personal.
Some of them did feel a little Hey, when we were asked if we wanted the belt with the holes in it or the belts with the spikes, that felt personal, my bro.
I'm giving you a choice.
I didn't like that choice.
Kids like choices developmentally.
Can you still hear this microphone?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
It felt personal.
Care to weigh in on this? How do you feel about it?
Hello?
Mine and Leslie's upbringing. How do you feel?
You got a lot more of the piss and vinegar John than anybody else has.
Hello?
I got kicked out a
Young.
couple times.
All your fault, by the way.
Those were your fault.
They were all my fault. I will admit to that.
Those
A
were,
lot of the shit that
those were all
happens to
warranted.
me, I do to myself. Cause I was a little bitch. I still am. I can be a bitch sometimes.
Oh, I am a bitch.
You know.
Like, no, 1000%. Like,
Well, the crazy thing is when you're growing up, like, you know, you think you know everything. You
Yeah.
think that you know better than your parents. You think you're the smartest person on the face of the earth. I will quote Taylor Swift right now. I know you
I'm gonna
hate
get
her.
canceled for that.
I know you
It-
hate Taylor
I
Swift.
cannot. I'll take a Swift. pic
She
to her
said,
face.
"How does a person know everything at 18,
She don't know shit.
but
though.
nothing at 22?"
Hello?
And I feel like I knew more about my fucking life
Hello?
at 18 than I do now.
You didn't. You just thought you did.
Yeah, that is true.
You were just more arrogant.
I did. Hey,
You're blocking me.
I did too. It's not. It's not. You're not on your own on that island.
Yeah, but
I promise you.
I know, but it's like you get to like 23 and you're like, "You're blocking me in here."
See, luckily, I didn't have to experience any of that because I have an older brother.
Presley Elizabeth.
and My parents were harder on him than me.
My parents
and
were harder
he
on me
was-
than my
he
siblings.
Was pissed, but honestly, too, that we were both still terrified of my mother. Like, my mom is scary. And not anymore. Because
I
we're,
wanna
like,
say-
I feel like in our childhood, I got more of the hard ass than Ivy did.
Because I feel the exact
probably,
opposite.
honestly, the way because of me having a
For-
brother,
for-
it's probably because you're a guy.
This is the
Yep.
situation. This is the
It's definitely
situation,
for
like
a guy.
right here, though. So in high school, Ivy had already graduated. She graduated as soon as I got to Madison Central.
Madison, yeah.
Now, I didn't get to go to football games or games in general because I had to stay home and watch the kids.
Hello?
Because Ivy would leave the house and go to the high school football games she had already graduated from. So for the first 2 years up until my senior year, I didn't get to attend a single football game unless it was for color guard or I was involved in it somehow.
Yeah.
Because Ivy wanted to go to my high school football games and she didn't even go to high school anymore.
That is true. And I am sorry for that. But also, I would like to say props to you.
For
I
not
am-
punching you square in the fucking forehead.
Yeah, I did punch Leslie one time. But I will say this, you know, I'm 23, Leslie's 21. We're not that far apart in age. Oh my god, am I about to cry on this podcast? What? Okay.
It's raw and real.
Anyways, you know, growing up, Leslie did have some trouble back in high school. Like, it was, you know, do you know what I'm talking about?
No. I was that guy in high school.
The
I don't know what she's talking about.
Anyways, you know, growing up,
What?
like, I just always thought, I was like, me and Leslie are always going to be on the same chapter of our lives. I really did feel like that. I was like, we're always going to be on the same chapter. You know, and for a long time, me and Leslie did have the same mindset about shit until he met, you know, his girlfriend, MC. I can't say her name. I'm going to call her MC. That sounds right. But, you know, Leslie met someone and, you know, she completely turned his life around. Leslie went to the army. Leslie's
Wait, hold on. Real quick, it's crazy that you're giving credit for all the shit I did to somebody else. Kind of bothers me sometimes. Because every time you say, like, the only reason you're doing better is because of someone else, it's like, well, it helped, but,
I don't mean
you know.
that. I take that
I
back.
think she means it as a motivator.
I say that as...
Or as a
I
focal
say that
point.
as, okay, you know that, you know, you met someone who essentially makes you want to be better every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
You've met someone who can calm you down, someone who can tell you, okay, this isn't the right decision, this isn't the right move. I don't mean that as she made you better, because you've always been good. But I mean that as you finally found someone who balanced you out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And, you know, I'm 23. I moved back home. Yeah. Bad decisions were made in college.
She's not locked in for real.
But, yeah, no. But, you know, Leslie has his own apartment. He has a good-ass job.
'Cause
He's
I locked
the
in.
Military.
Locked in.
Locked in for real.
There's nothing wrong with moving back home. I'm
Oh, I
still
know
at
that.
home.
But I'm saying I'm very, like, I'm 23, but
I think
also,
it's the situation of, like,
But I also look up to you,
she,
even though you're younger than me.
I think it's one of those situations where it's like,
But I also hate being compared to you, which is something that mom and dad do.
it's hard being compared to greatness.
Shut the fuck up.
But if you're
See, I'm trying to be nice, and you're trying to be a little bitch.
But legitimately, think about it. You're being compared to.
The golden child, I know.
It's hard being compared to something that's, you know.
Immaculate. I don't know.
I mean, you said it, not me.
But
I'm just
also,
saying.
like, you shouldn't dog on yourself that you moved back home or anything like that. I mean, I'm back home after graduating college, and the thing is the cost of living is so fucking high.
You shouldn't dog on yourself for having to move back home. You should dog on yourself
For the things that I
for the
did
things
in
that you
order to
did,
having to
because
move
those
back
were your
home.
fault.
That
Do
is
you know
my
how many people our age moved back
that-
home?
Hey,
And it's not. I don't even think it's a situation that you're back
don't you
home.
know
It's a
somebody
situation
twice
that
your age, almost twice your age, living at home?
See, that's my problem. Oh my god, I can't say that out loud. Can't I?
Honestly, watch that movie. What's that movie?
That's where you gotta
40-Year-Old
stop.
Virgin? Watch
But
that
here,
movie.
it would have been a different situation if you had moved back home after say after you got your degree,
Yeah.
fully graduated,
That's
and then
how
and then you
Ashlyn
moved
moved back
and then you moved back home.
She has her own degree.
You know what I mean? But like you got your degree, you moved back home. That's a different situation because you know plenty of people do it so they can get a good amount of savings in or get student loans paid off before they move out, and
Yeah,
that's
I'm trying to
completely
pay off
understandable.
debt and everything
But
like that. That's why.
it's when you make a
Terrible
string
decisions.
of decisions
Oh,
that
yeah.
put you back there against your will
Yeah.
that you have to go back home.
Like
No,
I
I agree
willingly
with that.
moved back home, but I have a great home and like with my parents, and honestly, I'm very attached to my mother, and it's a sad thing to say.
I'm
And
not
it's not a
attached to
sad
my
thing to say.
parents.
That's
There you go.
that.
You're
Bitch
welcome.
is my
Give me a
best
hug.
friend.
Well, I will
love my
say
mom.
that
Oh, you're so sweet.
moving back home the second time
It's a little
We're
harder.
getting deep in here. It actually wasn't, and I can say that. Moving back home the second time has actually like healed my inner childhood a little bit.
I can see that.
because I have such great relationship right now with mom and dad, and you know how they are now.
I feel like
Very
my relationship was healed by moving out and getting independence.
And some people are like
See,
that. That's how my
Because I've always been just a naturally independent person,
No, I agree.
and I didn't like having to depend on people.
You've definitely been like hyper independent. I think your whole life, kind of. Like not like kind of closed off a little bit, but also like okay, I'm gonna make something out of nothing. You've always been that person. Like I could have nothing, but I'm gonna make something out of it. Do you know what I mean?
That's how my brother was. I still think my brother is playing cops and robbers. Oh, the fact that he's a cop.
Her
Look.
brother is a
But
cop
also,
now.
okay, so you know he lives 2 doors
Yeah.
from y'all. Have y'all seen his cop car though?
Is that the one that
Wow.
has all
Police car.
boring
Does
police?
it not look like a school
School police officer?
Because the freaking the last
Is he a
two-
school cop?
No.
He's a cop.
Yeah, he's a cop. But the last chief of police or whatever, they decided they wanted to put a bulldog on the side of the car, and everybody makes fun of it because it literally looks like it belongs on a school campus. So they're trying to get that pushed out, but like that is the ugliest cop car. I've
R.I.P.
seen.
Corey Ray.
I'll tell you,
Well, he was
it is not an intimidating police car.
No, not at all. Like because if I was on the road and I didn't know that that was like actually like a cop, I would think that they belonged on the school. So I'm like, oh, I want to.
Me, okay.
Roads, I'll do whatever.
I will say this: me and my girlfriend have had this conversation several times. How do y'all feel about undercover cop cars?
I think they're great.
I have the exact opposite feeling
So
I don't like
because
it.
I feel like an undercover. You're meant to serve and protect.
Right?
That's
Okay.
like saying you're meant to serve and protect, but you're hiding the fact that you're a cop. So if you're on the street, if I'm speeding, right, and you're in an unmarked car, you're not discouraging me from speeding. You're just trying to catch me speeding.
Yeah.
But if that car was a police officer's car, I'd be more likely to slow down. You're just trying to fill a quota by being an undercover car.
Or you're,
never thought
or
about it like that. Though.
think about it this way: here's how I guarantee the cops think about it. We're protecting the other citizens from you speeding.
But I'm still speeding. You're just waiting to catch me.
That's right.
But also,
You know what I mean? Like, but if I was going and I see, say you have an unmarked car in the right lane, and I'm in the left lane doing 100, I'm still gonna blow by that car doing 100. Still,
Yeah.
dangerous speed still could cause an accident before he's able to flick his lights on and get me pull over. But if I'm in the left lane, I'm going 100, and I look in the right lane and I see a cop car, I'm gonna slow down.
But I still feel like undercover cops.
Undercover
they still
cops.
have a bigger purpose than just traffic.
I feel like
If
you can
that
be an
makes
undercover.
sense.
I feel like you can be an undercover cop in the sense of
Like
doing drug trafficking,
shit like that.
Most,
drug
most
busts.
unmarked are detectives.
But
and
there should be no reason that a state patrol officer
I'm gonna
should
go
have
pee.
an unmarked
Be
vehicle.
right back.
State patrol doesn't.
They might not be unmarked, but the letters on the side of the vehicle don't show up unless you put lights on them. They're reflective.
But I
That
feel
is as
like-
close as to unmarked you can get without calling it unmarked vehicle.
So I was going on my lunch break the other day. and I saw
Entrapment.
an undercover cop. He didn't even have
Did
like
you get
the
pulled over by an
government
undercover
tag.
cop?
No, I'm just thinking about it.
No.
Grinds my gears.
Well, I just saw like
You always see them on your drive, unmarked cars. And
That's like part of my job is to
Piss me
hide in the
off.
bushes and see people
Yeah.
breaking rules.
yeah.
on the way to my lunch break, I saw this undercover cop. He didn't even have like a government tag. Like he had a regular
The-
tag. Like
you-
you would have never known.
There's
until you
regular ass
showed
car.
up
There'll be
his
regular.
lights.
I saw a mini. There's a
It was
minivan that drives around
It
here.
was a
It's
black
an unmarked
pickup
car.
truck. Wait, what was it? Oh, I saw a black pickup truck the other day. But the thing is, I think they happen like when. My thing
Presley,
is,
go
I
inside.
think when they're out,
If you can't
Like,
sit here and keep your feet down.
they happen to do traffic stops. But I feel like they serve a bigger purpose because like there's a guy. Have y'all heard of Clay Edwards? He was he's like on Saving Jackson, and he would post all of this stuff. There's a lot of things that go on about Jackson that you do not see on the news, and so that's how we, like me and my mom, when we were working in Jackson, that's how we would keep up with everything.
I didn't wash my
And-
hands.
Nice.
Okay, but like there's been a lot of like stops, like traffic stops, where like these undercover cops are pulling people over, and then they find these crazy amounts of drugs.
I
So,
feel like in
I
that
mean-
instance, unmarked cars are great.
Yeah.
But just for
speeding,
day to day
But you're talking about they're taking advantage of it.
taking
and they
advantage
wanna,
of it,
like,
Yeah.
okay,
making the unmarked cars more prevalent than marked cars, just to try to fill ticket quotas.
Well, they gotta.
I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like it stops being serve and protect when you're just looking at crime as not something to uphold, not something to be as like a justice system.
It's not a justice system. It's a money-making system.
So
That's
the-
my thing. That's ridiculous.
That's all that is.
It's
filling
not
the
to
quota
preserve and
thing.
protect.
It shouldn't.
It's to make money.
That's ridiculous.
So you
It's
know,
a-
filling the quota thing though is a myth. Because I've been friends. I dated a cop. I've been friends with cops. I haven't talked to my brother about it because he's still like very new of being a cop. But the filling the
Bet
quota
you
thing
won't
is a myth,
Mm-hmm.
is what I've been told.
See, I just
Well,
I've been
they-
told
they
that
don't-
as well.
Yeah,
They
they-
do
I
it-
can't
years
imagine
ago,
that.
they did away with the quota,
Uh-huh.
but they give you a personal goal you are supposed to meet.
Yeah, I do see that.
But see,
That
it's
is
not
their
like
way.
a-
That's like if if your CO tells you, or your drill sergeant tells you, you have all this stuff to do, but at your bedtime, lights out, lights are out, right? But you know y'all aren't gonna go to sleep and not do that shit, right?
yeah.
Okay, it's the same concept.
It's one of those things where it's like you might not have a
No
quota
quota
on paper.
There's no quota because that is
Personal incentive goal.
But there's still
Correct.
a goal that needs to be met.
Correct.
At the end.
Because if
Yeah,
you look at
within
if you
the
look at it at
department.
the end of the month,
Yeah.
if you look at it at the end of the month, how many more people are getting pulled over just
Brooklyn
just at the
Nine-Nine.
end of the month? How many more
Oh,
people
it
are
is
getting
more
pulled? It's
noticeable, like, you see
it's
them
ridiculously
sitting on the side of the road,
more
like,
noticeable.
more than
More
the
cops
next.
are going to be out everywhere, not even just here, everywhere. I mean, you take the drive up to Starkville
Yeah.
at the end of the month, there is significantly more
I drive it
officers.
5 days a week, 2 times a day.
Especially in Louisville, those cops are awful.
Those
Ashland's
cops are all douchebags.
My mom told me this story. So my mom's dad was the chief of police of Ridgeland growing up. She got away with everything because of that too. When she was in high school drinking, because the drinking age was still 18 and everything. But she was telling me about this story, and I don't know if this correlates with her dad at all. But they would literally they would stand over a bridge, be on radios,
Oh yeah,
and they'd be like, "Get this car, get this car, get this car,
Still
get
do
this
it.
car,"
They
and
still
then
do
go,
it.
go, go.
still do
It's
it.
ridiculous.
But yeah,
Every state.
I feel
I
like
didn't know that was-
I 100% back the blue. I just feel like there's some stuff that needs to be looked at.
Oh, obviously,
Little
there's
deeper.
stuff that needs to be looked at everywhere.
The biggest thing I told my brother, being a cop,
Go inside.
with him getting out of very
Go inside,
newly, like
because
he's
you're
been a
flashing your
cop for
panties on this camera.
2
Gotta go.
solid weeks now.
Bye.
I just feel like there's some things that need to be looked at a little
Well,
deeper.
I told my brother, what I told my brother is I'm very proud of him, because honestly, I told him I was like, look, I'll support it if you make it out of the academy. And he did great throughout the academy, but I told him, you're not gonna turn into this asshole. You're not gonna do this. But I supported every second, and I'm very proud of him. But I just don't want him to turn into these asshole cops that we have around here.
But my thing is, and that's another it's another thing. It's like people look at it as
I feel like they get on
the
a
biggest
power
the
high.
biggest, but it's not all cops.
I'll
It's
beat Braden's ass
it's
whenever
a
he does that.
vast minority of police officers that do stuff that gets the most media attention, that makes it look like the vast majority.
Yeah.
I feel like if you had 100 police officers, I'd say maybe 10 of them are bad.
Well, that's with people too.
But
That's with
you're
people.
only going to hear
So,
about
so it's a
Exactly.
few
And
bad
that's
apples
with
rotting the whole bunch.
anything.
yeah, a few bad apples
Exactly.
because
Exactly.
and it's that thing. It's like there was a analogy I saw. Now it's not a good analogy, but it's like if you had a pack of Oreos, and somebody told you one of those Oreos was filled with shit, but you weren't able to visibly tell the difference.
You're gonna leave.
You're
your
gonna
feet.
be weary of the whole fucking pack of Oreos,
Yeah.
and it's like okay,
I wouldn't eat any of them.
you wouldn't eat any
I
of
wouldn't
them.
need any.
So
of
if there's
fucking
one
Oreos.
bad, say there's a situation, one bad cop, brutality, this, that, and the other, you'd be weary of all police officers.
Exactly. One bad apple will ruin the whole
But
bunch.
that's with anything though. You get one bad thing that
That's
happens
with
to you
any
at
even
anywhere,
like
you're gonna leave a bad
even
review.
like potentially good movements, like good movements that are fighting for good things.
Mhm.
Say you know one person takes it too far.
That's
Well,
all with
now
social
that's
media,
attached to
though.
that's attached to that movement's name, and everybody's like, okay, there's these people are crazy.
But that just goes with social media and their agenda to force upon what they want us to see.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
To an extent, you gotta social media is not a place to find news.
No. Because the thing with the news, Papa watches the news every night. That's Papa's
Even channel,
thing.
even
the news now. It's,
media.
You shouldn't even
in general.
watch it.
I don't watch any
which,
news.
Which one are the news media that that's fake? Is it CNN?
CNN.
That's fake?
CNN
is
posts
fake?
the most fake news out of any media
And
source.
Is it, but there's two of them. It's CNN and Fox. Is
Fox.
fake?
MSNBC. I don't know. I don't watch
There's
any
so
news.
many. I don't watch any news.
It's
There's
but
so many of them, though.
if you look at it, each news outlet promotes news based off their own political views.
Yep.
Fox is a very
And the
Republican.
demographic.
Fox is a very Republican news source,
Yeah.
so it's going to have very Republican views. CNN's very liberal; it's going to have very liberal views. So
So it's kind of just whatever.
they're trying
they
to shit
want
talk
put out
other.
there.
Basically, they're promoting news that shit talks other parties instead of giving you actual news.
Correct.
Oh well, then maybe that's why my dad talks bad about.
I will say
CNN,
the
because
only news sources I have are military news, military times, and stuff like that. Because that's actual that's
mean,
news. That's overseas news.
Bro, if I'm looking at shit, no, that sounds dumb. I was gonna say the only news that I have on my phone is the weather app.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was about to
That's
say
about
something
that's
very
about as deep in the
different,
news as she
but-
gets.
I just don't trust it. I saw CNN post about Taylor Swift the other day, and I shared that shit. I'm gonna be so honest with you.
No, honestly, I wish I paid more attention to the news. Everything that I see now is on freaking TikTok, and that shows my age. I know, but like, TikTok is such a scare tactic too. Honestly, because people are always freaking out on that app.
Oh yeah.
TikTok is the worst app I've ever had.
What do they call TikTok? It's like they have a name for it. Rotting your brain.
Brain rot.
Brain rot.
Brain rot. I do brain rot.
Because
TikTok is brain rot.
my thing is, you'll scroll through. People can post whatever they want on TikTok with no news verification,
Yeah.
and it's doom scrolling. You'll watch a video that's like the world's ending. And you watch that whole video.
The algorithm picks up on that.
The algorithm picks up on it, and it'll just feed you
on your
all
For You
that
page
shit.
right
Let's talk about the algorithm.
That's all it's
AI
gonna be.
shit, bro.
I got on the worst side of TikTok for the longest time. Like over the summer, I saw one TikTok, and it was about this guy's experience going to hell, and like he was like, like, hey, I went there, it's scary, and he was talking about people. That's all I got on my TikTok page
Christian
for
talk.
months, and it scared
Nanny
the
would love
living
that.
shit out of me to the point I'm still scared.
Is your
I still
nanny
don't know
on
all I think
TikTok?
about that.
Nanny is not on
Is she-
TikTok. She is on
yeah, because
Facebook Reels.
Because it's
My dad is on
Chinese-
Facebook Reels, and he will show me a video
What is it,
every single time.
Chinese-
I'm like, I saw that 2 months
The
ago.
Chinese app.
It's,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's about to get banned.
Chinese infiltration or whatever.
It's closer to getting banned than it was.
Oh, so didn't it meet? So it went through Congress, but it's also got to go through the House, right?
Yeah.
It's got
It went to the House and it has to go to the Senate. One of the two.
It's got to go through the Senate now.
Yeah, it passed in the House, has to go through the
Yeah.
Heidi.
Senate.
What?
Your cigar.
So.
Are you leaving?
No, I'm putting my cigar bag in its
I mean,
bag.
honestly, I hope it's not.
Don't want
gonna
it to
get
dry
banned,
out.
That's my pure
Yeah.
entertainment right there.
Well,
Now-
That's what it's for. It's for entertainment
That's all it is.
purposes.
See,
Entertainment purpose.
I
yeah.
like TikTok.
It's when people
but-
take it too seriously.
No, exactly.
Oh,
Some-
because
For
we
some
had-
people, that's their
nowadays,
Bible.
That's it.
we had the earthquake.
Ditto
We had
JD.
the earthquake that just happened, and everyone was
Where?
like, "Oh,
People were freaking
in
out.
New York, it was."
Oh,
something.
we didn't have it. New York. had it.
New York had
Yeah,
it.
that's not me.
It was this earthquake, and they were
I
like,
didn't
"It's
feel
the
shit.
end of times. Jesus is coming back." Like we.
That's like
only-
the solar
Nobody
eclipse.
knows
Everybody's like, oh, it's
when
the.
he's coming
Oh
back.
my
fucking-
god! Yeah, I fucking know.
Yeah, it's on a cycle.
They were the solar eclipse. No, I watched this video on YouTube. We as Americans, and especially Christian Americans, and I'm not saying this to dog on anyone, we are so consumed within ourselves that we don't see shit that happens outside of America. Because a solar eclipse happens, you can correct me if I'm wrong, every 14 months. Or
No.
7 months, maybe.
No,
It's like years,
It's supposed
dude.
to be like years.
It's like
and
every
years
20
Okay,
years
well,
or some
And
shit.
everybody
First
was
of all-
tripped out because we just had one 7 years
Yeah.
ago, and it's supposed to happen like every
Okay.
30,000.
The reason they say that it happens so often is because of the path.
Yeah.
The path that it took this
Yeah.
time is not going to happen for another however
Yeah.
many years, like 40
But an
plus
eclipse
years.
Yeah, it's
happens
not gonna
every
happen.
so often, whether it's in America
I've
or
seen a
not.
couple.
It's just the fact that this
But
one
we-
went through.
According to NASA,
Exactly.
it's 18 years, 11 days, and 8 hours.
18 years. Okay.
But
It's just
also,
people who live to see it, so that's why
Yeah.
that was a big deal. is 'cause
but
it was
also
gonna be
it's
hard.
like
As such, although solar eclipses occur somewhere on Earth every 18 months on average.
what
Yeah.
did you say?
Everybody was so
My
freaked
brother
out
was
by the
asking,
solar
like,
eclipse, but it went by and nothing happened.
Yeah.
That's most things. World was
First
supposed to
of
end in
all-
I know
2012.
somebody.
Holy
I
The
saw-
world was supposed to end in 2012. I remember I was sitting in my
The world
bed.
was supposed to end in 1999 because all the computers, everything in the world, y'all were too young for this, none of y'all were born.
Uh-huh.
Y2K scare, the whole world was supposed to end on January 1, 2000 at 0001 because all the computers in the world that controlled the cars, that controlled everything in this world were going to melt down. Everybody's going to die in 1999.
See, I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Also, wasn't there significance behind 2012? 2012 was
2012.
Yeah,
and
it
the
was,
world was
yep.
supposed
That-
to end in
okay,
2012.
here's-
There was
here's-
a
here-
movie
here's
made
the
about
whole
it.
thing about
was
that.
a movie.
That was the
right, that
stupidest
was the
shit
end
ever.
of the
That
Mayan
was-
calendar.
It was the Mayan calendar, and
Yeah.
everybody's like,
But I
"Oh,
was-
the world's
yeah,
gonna
the
end."
Mayan calendar,
Everybody's like, "The
that's
world's
what
gonna
it
end because the
was.
Mayan calendar ends in 2012." Here's the thing: the Mayan calendar was written on a fucking tablet. They ran out of space on the fucking tablet.
They died.
Yeah, they died.
Also, why the fuck are we going back that far in history to assume when the world is going to end? Like, we read
People
the
think the
Bible.
Earth is flat, Ivy.
I fucking know, bro. Me,
I mean,
same. I do.
you don't think
No,
the
I
Earth is
actually
flat.
don't think that. But
I would have left this.
the
podcast
thing
right
is,
now.
like, the Bible, like, obviously we're all Christian here, whatever. the Bible that we have right now, which is King James Version, which is what I'm reading, that is based off of so many different fucking interpretations of everything.
And it's absent
And
of like.
also, too, everybody can interpret it
The way that they
differently.
want. Yeah.
That's like, so me and this line guy at work had the same
Did I say that?
conversation. You can read a verse. We could be reading the same verse out of the Bible. We can interpret it very differently.
Bro, that's the same thing with life, dude. Like,
And
we
it's
can
the
interpret
same
everything so
different
differently.
view. But I had this conversation last night.
It was interpreted. It was King
There
James
are
had the Bible
steps
reinterpreted
that what
For
is
him.
in the Bible
for his church.
that said this is what's going to happen before Jesus comes. The Euphrates River dried up.
Uh-huh.
That was
Something
one
about
of
the
biggest-
desert. There'll be
something
rain in
about
the
the-
desert.
Yeah,
It rains in the
Dubai-
desert. Just saying.
Dubai gets rain like every so often. Like they don't get rain.
It rains in the
flooded.
fucking desert.
It flooded. Like Dubai flooded.
That's because Dubai
Dude,
was
but, like,
cloud seeding
Also, like,
illegally.
with that shit.
Dubai's government came out and said they were legally cloud seeding.
But
What is
also
cloud
with.
seeding?
Yeah.
So
what is that?
they put chemical. So they have a. It's when a storm system.
Okay,
moves
so
in.
that's real.
Yeah. So it's like they're not making weather, but it's when a storm system moves in that's going to be that'll give like an inch of
Oh,
rain.
so they're like manipulating
They're-
the weather. 'Cause
but-
that's what the line guy said, but he didn't say the
Yeah.
term.
They put a shit ton of chemicals in the sky to make the storm bigger.
Tennessee just came out and said that they could not cloud seed in the state, I think, recently.
Yeah.
That was something.
You're posted. You're not allowed to, but basically you're pumping a shit ton of chemicals into a storm system to make it bigger, and it's been flooding.
The fact
They got
that
more
we're,
rain in, like,
sitting
what-
here trying to manipulate the weather, like what the fuck?
To get more rain, more crops, because Dubai has a lot of people. They need the water.
But now they have no drainage system.
But yeah, because they're not used to that much rain.
Okay.
They have no drainage.
You know where the bathroom's at this
All right.
time?
Now,
Yes, I didn't know last time.
now we got to get into something else.
What?
Did OJ do it?
Yes.
Yes.
OJ did it.
OJ did it.
Yeah.
But if the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit.
Bro,
If
he
the glove don't fit, you
he
ain't got
must have
shit.
quit. Bro, first of
The
all, he
glove didn't
wrote
fit.
a book and he was like,
Okay,
if I did it,
real
this
quick,
is
real
how
quick.
I would do
I
it.
will say this. So he wrote the book. When he wrote the book, it was titled "If I Did It."
Right.
Now, the family of the people that were allegedly
Nicole
he was
Brown.
acquitted. He was acquitted. So it's alleged. His alleged
They're all
victim,
allegations.
his family, they got the rights to that book and they republished it, but changed the title to "I Did It."
Oh, I
That's
didn't
why
know
if
that.
you buy the book now, it says "I Did It." Now,
He just died.
the glove didn't fit. Gloves don't fit.
Glove on a rubber glove, do you think it's gonna fit?
You really think those gloves were gonna fit
On a rubber glove?
a Heisman Trophy winning, 240-yard a game running?
I remember,
Hall of Famer?
I watched that trial on TV.
That's crazy.
Sure did.
Because
I
No, I'm
remember watching the police chase on TV.
yeah,
That white Bronco went hard.
A 35-mile-an-hour high-speed chase.
high speed.
I think.
High
What did
speed.
they find?
Emphasis
what did they
on the
find
high
in the
speed.
Bronco? They found like $5,000 cash, a fake goatee.
Bro, but why are you
basically-
running away from something
basically,
if you
He wasn't driving.
don't
the
have
car.
anything to run away
He
from?
wasn't driving the car.
I don't give
Apparently, this is what the police statement said.
Alleged.
He wasn't driving the car.
a fuck. Okay,
He had a .357 Magnum pressed to his head. He was basically being held captive in the car,
supposedly.
supposedly, allegedly in the car. But in the car, there was $5,000 cash, a fake goatee, passports, and a .357 Magnum. All the shit you
So-
need to get out of the country,
Yeah,
Well, except for the gun.
except for the gun. You don't need a gun,
but
but good alibi.
That's just for anybody asking questions.
That's a good alibi.
exactly. Like
Get a street
who
ball
doesn't?
357.
Bro, but
No
you don't.
serial
Y'all
number.
don't carry a fake goatee on you everywhere you go.
I have a real one.
I carry a fake one on me all the time.
OJ didn't do it.
OJ did it. He did it.
Okay, but he didn't. He got acquitted.
Okay, you
Okay,
can get
in legal
acquitted and
terms, he
still
did
be
it.
Legally,
fucking
legally,
legally,
he didn't
he didn't do it.
That's between him and
do it.
Saint,
That, that was
Talking about this?
so
We're
many.
talking about OJ.
that's
Yeah.
between him and
Now,
St. Peter trying to get in the
I
game.
absolutely love the memes about it because it's like
Oh,
back,
the
back,
memes are
back,
great.
no, back in the day when it first got acquitted, you can see all like the radio broadcasts. It's people like calling in and being like, "How does it feel to be a murderer?" And this, that, and the
I
other.
remember.
And he's just like,
I remember.
What's so crazy is
Yeah,
that
and then-
you
and then-
got to witness that shit IRL in real
in real life,
I know what
Jesus
IRL
Christ.
means.
Shut the fuck up, Leslie.
But-
I know
Second
what
of all,
IRL means.
What's he knows what it means.
Yeah.
He's on the lingo.
I'm not that out of touch.
She's out here putting acronyms to
Oh.
everything.
But-
Speaking of,
OJ didn't do it.
What?
speaking of, have y'all kept up with the Idaho 4 murders?
Oh.
They're saying now Brian Koberger has an alibi.
OJ didn't do it.
I don't know anything about
that.
this.
I don't even,
Okay.
I've been talking about OJ.
So,
Wait,
wait,
hold on.
listen.
We got to finish our discussion on OJ
Okay,
first.
then we're gonna talk
finish
about
that,
Idaho.
and then
We got to finish OJ.
It ends with allegedly.
It's all alleged because OJ got acquitted
And died.
and died. So
And
he
wrote a
he
book
got
about
away with it.
So like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. He got away with it. But a lot of the he had more evidence against him than
Yeah,
almost any.
I know. I
They had
remember.
someone that could put him at the house. They had blood, everything. They had everything. But he still got acquitted. But
I
guess,
remember.
you know why he got acquitted?
Don't-
Slogan.
That fucking glove didn't fit that Heisman Trophy winning Hall of Fame.
That's right.
the craziest.
Also-
I remember the day they were talking about him getting released. I was sitting in a Hyundai service shop.
Do you
That's
know that
crazy.
he also went on to do like petty crimes and theft because he thought he could get away with it, but then he went and stole a bunch of shit. Also,
Got away with it.
you have to understand he got acquitted, but think about it this way: what is the only color? What does Papa tell us? What's the only color?
Green.
Green is the only color. That man has more money than he knows what to do with.
He had.
Actually,
Had.
I believe OJ got acquitted because of the jury.
You think
You
so?
got to remember OJ back in the day. He was it. He was
See,
in
I don't know
was in
anything
everything.
about him back in the day.
OJ was in everything. He was involved in everything. Now a lot of people
Movies,
think he
commercials.
got acquitted because it was revenge for the wrongdoing of police brutality of that one guy that got murdered,
Rodney King.
Rodney King. Everybody thinks he was acquitted because it was payback for Rodney King,
Isn't he a singer?
No.
I'm gonna stop talking.
which I believe that could be a likely story.
I remember those. I remember the Rodney King.
I believe
remember
that could be.
the riots after Rodney King.
Yeah, OJ has a movie coming out.
Really?
Yeah,
What?
he had recorded it before he died. It's coming out.
Oh, like he's gonna actually be in
He's
it.
gonna be in the movie,
Like actual OJ.
actual OJ. But I believe
He was in movies back in the day.
Yeah, he was in a shit ton of movies.
I wasn't alive back in the day. I wasn't alive back in the day, bro.
I do think
If you look at
that
the
one-
first Naked Gun movie,
Naked Gun. That's the movie I was thinking of.
he's in the first Naked.
He's
Gun
in the
movie.
Naked Gun movie.
Yeah.
But I feel like that could be a very realistic reason as to why he was acquitted.
Mhm.
With the amount of evidence that was stacked against him. But he didn't do it. He got acquitted.
Allegedly.
No, he got acquitted.
I know, but I like saying the word allegedly.
Allegedly, he murdered everybody.
I love that it's in every OJ. It's just like,
Because he got
Okay.
acquitted. You can't tell
Now
if he
let's
did
talk about this. Listen to me. In Idaho, there
OJ
was a
didn't do it.
murder of 4. Was it 4? Idaho 4?
This whole. Are we talking about the Idaho 4? This is the. Okay. Y'all didn't hear about this?
I
don't
thought
know
it was a
about it?
plot by the government.
I'm not on social media and I don't watch the news.
Okay,
so I don't hear about much.
All right, so
My podcast is the only thing on social media.
November 13th of 2023.
I just have to ask.
These four. Okay, so it was 6 of them living in this house, and 4 of them got stabbed to death. Well, okay, no, there's 5. There's 5 girls, but somebody had their boyfriend.
there.
You gotta lock in.
And so they got stabbed to death in this house,
Hey, man.
and 2 of the roommates survived. So it was a 3-story house. 4 of them on the 2nd and 3rd floor got stabbed to death, and then the girls in the basement didn't get stabbed to death. And
How do you not hear someone getting stabbed
yeah,
to death?
so
I don't
then so there was one
Well,
girl. I
There's no
couldn't
noise.
get the
Well,
names mixed
there's
up.
no noise when you're
There's
stabbing.
one girl named Dylan. Dylan,
surprisingly quiet.
Like
Very.
It doesn't make noise when you stab somebody.
No,
Dylan,
no.
like it doesn't make noise, but like
Mm-mm.
one
How
roommate
do
had a
you
dog
know?
in her bedroom, and apparently that was going
If you're
crazy.
gonna kill somebody, stab them.
And so one girl
Nobody's
at
gonna
like
hear you.
the middle of the night.
I'm not making
Especially if
direct
it's
eye contact.
okay. Let me ask this. So, if I understand the situation, there were 2 girls downstairs, 2
Yeah,
girls upstairs.
there's 2. There was 2 girls downstairs,
Yeah.
4 girls
4 girls
upstairs.
upstairs, and 4 girls upstairs got murdered.
No, 3 girls upstairs, and then with a boyfriend. One of
Okay.
them had a boyfriend.
So there were 4 people.
Xana
There were
had the
4 people
boyfriend.
total upstairs, 2 people
Yes.
downstairs.
Yeah. Stabbed to death.
So the 3 upstairs got murdered.
Stabbed.
4 of them got up. So it was Xana, Kaylee, and
I don't know the other 2.
I did.
I
Okay,
can't
how many people were murdered?
4.
So there were 4
One-
murders
it
that
was
happened.
3 girls and a boyfriend.
All 4 of them got murdered.
Xana was the one that had the boyfriend,
Mhm.
and so
Oh,
it was
okay.
4 of them up there. So
So it was 3 girls and a boy that got murdered.
yes,
Okay, and there were 2 downstairs.
2 downstairs.
So were all 4 of them murdered by stabbing?
Yes, they were
Okay.
all. And then the sheath was found in one of their bedrooms.
Question.
Or something.
Question. Not being sexist, but how did a female overpower the man to stab him?
Well, they don't know who stabbed. Do they know who stabbed
Do
him?
they
Okay, well, okay. So here's the story. So two of the girls, they were like best friends or whatever. They
Mhm.
were sleeping in the same bed that night. They got stabbed to death
In the same bed.
in the same bed.
Okay.
And then the other girl and her boyfriend, she was like, it was either him or the guy Ethan that was in the bathroom, and he got stabbed, and then they went into the bedroom and like stabbed
The
him or
girlfriend.
her, yeah, like
Yeah.
something like that. But it was all four of them. There was two girls downstairs, like in the lower level of the
Mhm.
house, and she heard like some kind of commotion. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning, and she claims that she saw like the back of this guy's.
So they don't know who did it.
They don't know who did it at all. And then there was a Hyundai. They couldn't make out the model of the car, but as somebody who has owned a Hyundai Elantra twice, I was like, I saw the camera footage. I said that's a Hyundai Elantra. Then they finally came out and said it was a Hyundai Elantra that they were looking for. Brian Koberger, his phone was pinging all around that area, that he was like stalking the girl Kaylee, I think, and she was around, or he was around that area the time that they got killed, so they arrested him for it.
Mhm.
But now they're saying, like, within this last week, that his alibi checks out, even though his fingerprints or whatever was on that sheath that they found in one of the girls' bedrooms.
See, a part of me.
It doesn't make any
The
sense.
Okay, here's
Conspiracy theory
here's
in
the thing
me?
though. It could be a situation where it was his knife, but he didn't do
But
the murder.
someone took it.
Somebody took his knife.
I mean, it could, yeah.
And it also
like-
makes sense that maybe the women downstairs didn't hear the stabbings, because it wouldn't be
Yeah.
hard if you cover someone's mouth and stab them.
Plus,
Well-
they're in the basement. And we're talking the third floor.
We're talking movie.
I
We're
can't
talking
even hear my
levels.
alarm go off for work.
No, she can't.
My bad.
Even though,
And that shit's loud as fuck, and I still don't wake up.
I
so
hear it.
I don't think
hear
I
it in
would.
my room. She doesn't hear it right next to her head.
I don't think so. I would hear someone being stabbed. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
It's very plausible.
no, I mean, you can't hear that, but like, this case, like, literally scared the shit out of me.
Why though?
So bad. I don't know. It's
'Cause
something.
was that when we were
resonated.
in college?
No, we were out of college, but I will tell
I'm
you,
still in college.
when y'all
kinda.
remember that
Who's still in
Netflix
college?
series that came out about the
Me.
Night Stalker?
Since when?
I start Mississippi College in August.
What?
So you're not in.
So you're not
I
in
am
college.
in.
You're not in college.
No,
You haven't
it's not
started
August
college
yet.
I don't start college till August.
So you're not in.
You're not in college.
I mean, well, she never finished it, so she's technically in college, right?
No. Once you
No?
stop going.
Once you've been out for about a year.
Okay, so do y'all remember like a few years ago when the Night Stalker Netflix series came out?
Oh my god, that was so good.
I watched it and it scared the shit out of me to where I had to check my windows. My windows were unlocked for like about 6 months in the
I am
apartment.
so blissfully unaware
And
of
I
my
did not
surroundings.
check that.
You don't lock your windows in your house?
I do, but like I didn't bother to check like when I
I
moved
check
into
every
the
one of these
apartment.
motherfuckers.
Okay, here's
And they
it.
were unlocked for like 6 months, and we were on the first floor. Somebody
No,
could have
no.
just
Okay,
called in
hold on.
and
Let me
got
explain to you
us.
how unaware Ivy is. Right,
Oh,
Oh,
Ivy could be being followed around a store, not know.
TJ Maxx.
Which she was with my girlfriend and was followed around a store by a dude and didn't know until my girlfriend said something.
That was
They were at a gas station in Atlanta talking to and Ivy just started talking to a random dude.
Oh my god, you told him about yeah.
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 you are very overly nice to strangers, and it pisses me off sometimes.
Ivy,
Because,
it's
like-
it's a miracle that she has not been snatched, taken, or assaulted yet.
Well,
She has
I'm
no
not gonna say that,
self-pres-
but max out the assaulted part because we have.
Yeah.
You have no self-preservation skills.
I am so blissfully unaware of my surroundings and the world going on around me that it is a miracle that I am not a part
No,
of
honestly,
sex trafficking.
This day and age, you have to be so aware of your surroundings, and you are
Especially as a
so
woman.
overly nice to strangers that it's like you let your whole guard down. You will have a
That is true.
conversation with anybody, and I'm like, I'm like, why are you talking?
Especially
to
as
this
a woman
person?
in today's
Yeah.
like society.
She's
You know,
very
that's
nice,
crazy.
like-
Sometimes I got feelings that I got autism.
Ivy, you think you have autism over everything?
I do.
and you pinpoint that. You
But-
point that out with like everybody too. You're like,
Everything.
if somebody is like weird in the slightest way, you're like, oh, they got the touch.
I got a touch of the tism.
Yeah,
That's Ivy's
you
favorite saying.
always
A
say
touch of
Touch of the
tism.
tism. Yeah.
tism.
A touch
That's
of the
your
tism.
favorite saying.
And
You're
for a
like,
while,
not
no.
everybody is like.
When
on
I
it.
when
I like
lived
I
in
like saying rhythm with the tism.
rhythm with the tism.
That
That is a good ass saying. No, when I was in Starkville, I went through a 6-month period.
My
First
thigh
of
was
all-
impetuous,
Where did I go wrong?
and my defense
First
was
of all,
impregnable.
when I lived in Starkville, I went through a 6-month period where I thought that I had autism because I
Asperger's.
convinced myself that I was socially awkward.
Well, you are socially awkward.
Everyone's socially awkward.
Not me.
She has Asperger's.
Shut the fuck up. Yes, you are. You told me this when I was going through my time of need.
Well, it's
That
make
every-
you feel better.
First of all, if you know me, you know that I could talk to a tree. It's not talking back. But
But she
yeah,
can't order her own food.
If you're with me, I'm
Unless
not
it's
gonna order my-
DoorDash.
Oh yeah, I can.
She can
Hey,
blow
let's not
fucking
bring
money
that
on
up.
DoorDash, dog.
Burn that wallet up
It's
on
easier with
DoorDash.
DoorDash.
Okay, let me tell you what this.
But also, we're all kind of autistic. We got these phones. We don't know how to talk to each other anymore.
Let me tell you what she did one night. We go to a gas station, and we were. This is when we were on the way to C's house.
I don't remember
she
this.
wants to get a pack of Altopods and a pack of Hanuts.
That fucking Nick stick.
And he's like, "Can I see your ID?" She's like, "Yeah." She's looking. The guy's looking at the ID, and she goes, "Oh, it's fake." I'm like, "What?
I love doing
Why
that.
the fuck would you say that?"
I love it. I love to
Because
throw people off guard.
She already has the vertical ID, so they have to look at it like long and hard. So then she goes, "Oh, it's fake." And then
That's
he
my
looks
favorite
at
thing
her
to
all
do.
sideways. I'm like, but like you can't do that in a situation because
But you gotta catch people off guard sometimes.
and
Like,
it did catch them.
Catch them with their
off guard.
pants down.
It did
What-
catch them.
What?
off
Okay, what
guard.
would you do if they said, "Okay, I'm keeping it"?
I haven't thought that
when
far
you-
ahead.
that's- no,
Because
so
legally
I've
they're
heard about this.
supposed to. If you
So
tell them it's
legally-
fake,
yeah.
legally they're
I
supposed to
haven't
keep.
thought that far ahead.
So
They're
okay,
supposed to
this
keep
is
it.
what you do. This is what you do in that situation. If they keep your ID and if it's actually real,
Damn,
that's
maybe
when
I should think about
you
that.
call the cops and be like, "Hey, get the cops to come run it. It's not fake."
Well, some people can't take a
It's-
jokey joke, and that's their fault.
It's-
Ivy, you're
People
literally telling them, "Hey, I'm breaking the law."
Yeah.
I love that.
So like then the cops come and they.
Okay,
run
wait.
it and they're like,
You
"Oh,
you
it's
can
not
tell
fake."
you can tell a stranger, "Hey, my ID's fake," and potentially get the police called on you, but you can't order your own fucking food at McDonald's.
Yes. Every time I go to the gas station, or any sort of bar, where I have to be over the age of 21
Next
to
time,
get it.
next time you get pulled over. If I'm in the car, I'm gonna look at that cop like, "Hey, she's got a gun in the console."
If I get pulled over, I'm already gonna get a ticket because a bitch don't got insurance on her car.
She's got a gun in the center console, and it's fully loaded. She
It's,
plans on
God,
killing
my
you.
life is a
it's loaded
mess.
and racked.
It's loaded and racked. She plans on pulling it on you if you give her a
Yeah,
ticket.
and there's no serial
I am
numbers.
an
There's no serial
international.
number. She scratched
No,
it out.
oh my god, I almost said something so bad. I can't say that.
Yeah, don't say that loud.
Okay.
Well,
All right, what time is it? How long has this podcast been? 57 minutes. Let's get it to an hour. All right, what do you want to close out with, Ivy? Give us a topic. We already talked about OJ. Talked about some murders. Talked about
Let's do some
childhood a little bit.
controversial shit. Do
no,
some-
I did
some
too much
controversy.
controversial
Put
shit.
out a
podcast.
topic, Ive. Put
no.
us on
No,
something.
because you know what you're trying to get me to
Put
say.
put us
I'm
on
not
that
gonna say it.
stuff.
Let's talk about our relationship as brother and sister. First of all, we have beef. It's like a long-standing beef. First of all,
Because you a whole bitch.
no. Second of all, first of
And we're
all,
gonna keep it a stack.
a
A whole bitch.
yesterday,
Audibly
I'm going to the pub,
bitched up.
obviously to be a motherfucking pool shark. I'm
sucked-
fucking
okay,
going
let's-
to
let's- okay,
annihilate their
hold on,
fucking
okay.
You've
ass.
been playing pool for 3
No,
weeks.
if you really,
shark.
if we're gonna get into it, we're gonna get into it. First of all, you suck at pool.
Okay, first of all, you
suck
suck
at
dick.
pool. Every time I play
suck
pool,
dick.
every time I play pool with you, you're ass. All right. Every time I have to run the table.
You haven't played
I have to
pool
run-
with me in forever,
Ivy,
you
I've-
fucking cocksucker.
3 weeks is not forever. I played pool with you on my birthday.
Okay, your
Second of
birthday
all-
was in February. I've grown since then.
Yeah, sure.
It
I will
takes
say
it,
she has done
Not
better.
in maturity, but in
I'm not-
pool.
it takes
So-
years to be a shark.
We're gonna start
I'm a
start that there. She's not a pool shark.
She did try to join
She's-
the league, and I
she-
talked her out.
She's a
And she
minnow.
sucks.
She's a
Why do
minnow.
we have
Okay,
to bring that
so
up?
we're gonna start this off. She's a pool minnow, and she a whole bitch. I visited
Okay,
I visited
no.
my family 6 times in like the last 3 months, or like
that's a
it's been more
stretch.
than that, like 2 months. I visit when I
Yeah.
have drill, and I come down every
Yeah.
other weekend.
I'm
Out of those
purposely-
times, I have seen Ivy none of them.
I ain't seen her
because-
now.
Okay,
Well, once,
first of all,
once
Yeah, this
I
time.
will say this.
She's at the pub.
I try not to be home when Leslie is home because
'Cause she
I
sucks.
feel like there's outspoken beef. But last night,
We're
I
being
was on the phone with.
outspoken or unspoken?
It's
Out-
outspoken because I will tell her she's a
unspoken.
whole
Maybe
bitch.
Oh my God.
Let's go.
I will put it out in the air
Rip
that
my
she
dick
is a
off right
whole
now.
Baby back
Rip
bitch.
it off.
She's a whole bitch.
Rip it off.
Second of all,
Anyway.
Leslie called me yesterday. He's like,
Yeah, I asked
where you at? What you doing? I'm like, okay. Well, he didn't sound like that, but he was asking me where I was at.
What? I'm a 6'4" black man.
Shut the fuck up.
That's what it sounded like. You're like, hey, where you at?
What you doing?
What you doing?
Anyways, that was so bad.
Pissed me
We
off.
are gonna get canceled. We gotta blurb that out. Anyways,
Put it out there. Put it out
Leslie
there.
called me. He's like, "Why aren't you home? Like the only weekend that I'm home, you're home." I was
You
like,
do it every
"You're
weekend.
not." He was, and I was like, "No, I'm not gonna fucking be there." And he was like, "Why?" And I was like, "Because you don't want to see me. I don't want to see you. Like, what's going on?" And then his girlfriend, the sweet baby angel that she is, told the truth and was like, "Leslie wants to see you. He wants to hang out with you. He loves you so much." And I was like, "Are you so fucking for
Did I
real
like
right now?"
seeing you?
Yeah, it's weird, bro. We have like some form of like unspoken beef between us, but we love each other. Like,
I think it's just
Called
because you just
sibling
I think
love.
you just get on my fucking nerves.
you get on my fucking
the
nerves
same way
too.
with my
Like your
brother. It's a
fucking
thing.
face makes me want to punch it.
What do I do that
It's
would even
it's
cause me to get on your
sibling
nerves?
love.
Ugh, cause you're.
Is it because I'm better than you?
I was gonna say that. It is cause you are.
Everybody,
No, with that,
bro.
folks.
everybody
No,
wants,
stop.
everybody wants
No.
to be like Mike.
We're no. This
Everybody
is
wants
gonna
to be
be
like
past an hour because I gotta say some shit.
Everybody wants to be like
I
Mike.
hate when Leslie comes home. I'm bringing this shit closer to me. I hate. Oh my god, I'm on mute.
All right,
Can you hear me?
we're at an hour. We need
Mirror somebody, baby.
Mary. Can you hear Ivy?
Can you hear me?
All right, Ivy. We need
Okay.
to lock in because this has been like an hour of you just rambling.
Joe Rogan's podcasts are longer than that, and
Did
I'm
they have a
motherfucking
purpose?
It's
Joe
also
Rogan.
fucking Joe Rogan.
Okay, I would like to say this. Anytime this motherfucker comes home, I
One inside
get
out.
compared to Leslie.
There you go.
Flippin'. Anytime this motherfucker comes home, I get. We're having a technical
Because you want to
difficulty.
you want to know why you get compared to me? I'll lay it out for you right
I
now. And this-
hate
I wa-
getting.
I'll
That
tell
is
you this.
my no.
Hold on. Let
My
me.
mic is not on. Is it on now?
Okay.
Anytime this motherfucker comes home, I get compared
I'll
to
tell
him
you. I'll tell you why.
fucking constantly.
I will tell. I will
Stop!
end this
No,
right now.
stop
I'll end
talking.
this right
No,
now.
we're
About to
doing
cut
the
it off.
interrupting thing. You sound like Pawpaw. Shut the fuck
I'm about
up.
to cut
Let
it
me
off for you
speak.
right now. Here's why
Let
she
a bitch
gets
speak right now.
Hey, they compare LeBron to Michael Jordan every day.
I knew he was gonna say that dumb shit. But I get
Just saying.
anytime this motherfucker comes home, Leslie will leave, and it's like,
Actually, it's kind of like comparing.
well,
like,
this mother. It's
Pistol
like comparing
Pete to
apples to
Michael Jordan.
oranges, bro. We are two different people. Anytime this motherfucker comes home, my biggest pet peeve is getting compared to Leslie. I fucking hate it. It pisses me off. He is on a different path of life. Yes, he is doing better than me, and I know that, and I'm so fucking
'Cause I'm
proud
like
of him
that.
for that. No, I'm so fucking proud of you for that. You're doing so fucking good, dude. But getting compared to Leslie is my biggest fucking pet peeve in the world. So whenever he comes home and he leaves, I'm like, fuck. Like, I should
I
be
gotta
doing-
go out and get turned and be a deviant.
Fuck, yeah. I'm like, I gotta go get drunk.
Make the argument even more.
Exactly. I'm like, I gotta go get hammer slammered to forget how I feel. Like, fuck this man.
Hey.
He's doing so good.
6 finals appearances, 6 rings, no losses.
Bro, you really are. You really
Everybody
are.
wants to be like Mike.
They're trying to be like Mike, and I
Everyone
am.
wants to be like Mike.
I
It
would
just
try to
doesn't
go
work.
into the military, but
That 100 push-up thing just way.
I
beyond.
number
But
one,
you
I
lost
can't
her
do
on that.
100 push-ups. Number two, I'm on antidepressants, and number three, I have scoliosis and heart problems. Before I found all that out, would I have gone into the military?
Nope.
No.
No.
The fuck? No.
No, absolutely not.
No.
This gives you more reason not to.
But that is why I don't want to be home when Leslie is home, is because I don't want to be compared to him, and I don't want to see.
Have you thought about doing better?
Yes.
Have you thought have you thought about doing better? I'll tell you.
But
Hold
also-
on. I'll tell you why I get so mad at you. I will air it out right now. I'll tell you why you make me so angry. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's because you are given so many opportunities to succeed, and
I know.
you were given more opportunity than I have ever had. And every time you get it, you squander
Squander
it.
it.
You have gotten so much money from different like accidents you've gotten in. You have given so many different opportunities from different people and different like family members,
Yeah.
and you've had so many people give you so much, and every time they do,
Do you want to know?
Shit on it. Shit on it.
shit on
Do
it.
you want to? Hey,
Break.
Ashlyn, shut the fuck up.
What did you blow that fucking money on?
Make me lose it.
Probably,
Accident?
probably close. Close.
Marshalls.
Yep.
That's a problem.
Yep. Home goods.
And that right there is the epitome of why it makes me
Do you
so
want to
angry.
know? My biggest thing that I have
Oh,
been
yeah.
told from people is, like, every time I have worked somewhere, like when I was
Just
a
lock
manager
in.
in Starkville, everyone looks at me and they're like, Ivy, you have so much fucking potential to do, like, the biggest things in the
If
world.
you just locked in for like
Because-
2 seconds.
Because I'm so smart about shit, I can do shit that I know that I can do that shit. A bitch just be lazy sometimes.
It pissed me off when you blew through that money.
But, yeah, it pissed me off too.
Ivy, do you know what I'd do if I was
But-
given like 10
I
grand?
lost the car and didn't get shit for it.
To have someone look at you in your face and be like, you have so much potential, but
you
you
waste it.
don't fucking use it, is crazy. Because in my mind, I don't see that potential. I really don't. Like, I know it's there, but I don't see that potential. But I know that I could accomplish very big things in life
Yeah.
if I put my mind to it, if I wanted to.
Ivy, it's not even putting your mind to it. You had like 10 grand from an
I
accident.
had 13,000.
$13,000
Yeah.
that you could have used. That you
Hang off
if
my whole
if if
I never
If-
told you the full amount
if you
because I
had-
didn't
if-
want you to
if-
be mad at me.
if you had actually
See, now I don't feel bad about my credit card debt because
If-
I
Here's my
blew
thing, here's
through
my thing.
$13,000.
Ivy, if you would have been smart with with that money,
Uh-huh.
you wouldn't be moved back in with mom and dad right now.
No, I wouldn't. I would be graduated
You'd be
college by now
graduated college by
and
now.
had my own
And
shit.
had an actual job using your degree.
Do you know that my work offered to send me to school to become a doctor because they think I'm that smart.
Stupid
Do I
ass.
think I'm that smart? No.
as your best friend, you're a dumb bitch.
Yeah, I know.
I'll tell you.
As your brother.
You're a dumb
You're a
bitch.
dumb bitch.
You're a dumb bitch.
I'm just here.
Dad is just
Airing
here.
it out.
He's just vibing.
He's thinking it. He's not gonna say
But
it,
it's
but it's
crazy.
there.
It's in my mind, I know
My
I have
girlfriend
all
thinks
this
I
it
provide the
potential
platform.
because I'm like Leslie fucking did all this shit. Leslie got out
By
of
the
it.
way, my
Leslie,
girlfriend,
like,
thank you
is
so much.
living
She's
his
the one
best
behind the mic
life,
right
making
now,
more money than
doing
our
that stuff.
mom. Like
My
he's
technical
doing great.
director back
My
there.
technical director back there. She's directing the podcast right now. She's doing great. She's
Me?
loving it.
What?
I'm talking
Oh.
about.
You talking shit?
I'm talking about.
No.
She's back there directing the podcast.
Oh yeah,
Our
our
technical-
producer.
Yep,
Our
our producer.
Getting it. Making sure we're all in frame.
Hell yeah. I love her sweater, by the way. I meant to tell her that earlier. She looks great.
But Ivy, if you were any smarter, you'd be dangerous.
In a good way.
In a good way.
Oh my god, you've
But
never complimented
If you
me
were,
like this.
but
That's
if
weird.
you were any smarter, you'd be dangerous. But it's because you're so stupid that you're
you
just.
fall in love with that dumb shit. I knew you were gonna say something demeaning, dude.
It's serious. I'm serious. If you were just any smarter with your decisions or anything, you would be dangerous. But goddamn,
I can't
if you
look
were-
at her.
if you were any-
she makes me want to
any
cry
smarter.
looking at her behind the camera.
any smarter,
She's just like the
any smarter,
best.
she'd be
It
dangerous.
makes me sad
She'd be dangerous.
Gotta put your mind to it.
Honestly, like
because I
That's
forget.
facts.
I'm gonna put my 2 cents on this.
Yeah.
Is me and you together, fucking idiots.
Oh, bitch, we're idiots. We're fucking dumb as
Sharing
shit.
one
Dumb as
one brain
fuck.
cell getting
Bro,
fucking
we
fought
are
over.
shithied
It's-
one, shithied two because
It's
we
bad.
we're bad.
Because me and you were both in like a lot of the same situations, and then
Did you just mute it?
we both like
She unmuted.
we both think it's okay.
Can
She
you hear them?
unmute.
Hello.
No, you're still there.
Okay.
I just put my whole mouth on the
Me
mic.
and you both.
That's on the internet.
That's there now. That's there now.
But me and you both
That's there
together,
now.
like,
We're like
we
two-
share like one
Yeah.
brain because
We share
Just put a
one
black
brain
bar over it.
so
There's no coming back from the decisions that we made in Starkville.
no, and then we both like we
We
what's the
influence
word
each
I'm
other's
looking for?
bad
It's not
choices.
influence,
No, we just don't know how to say no.
fucking word.
You
No,
bring out the worst in each other, or the dumbest in each other.
No,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
sometimes
right.
dumbest. Because we give each other the best
Yeah.
advice. We give each
Yeah,
other
they
the
explode.
best advice on the face of the earth. Now, if we could both follow our own fucking advice, we'd be great.
Yeah, because we give each other advice
Good ass advice.
all the fucking time.
But it's like
we don't take it. And,
It's one of those
Exactly.
situations where they're just
Exactly.
if they had a pile of money just sitting there, you're like,
and I swear, like this is like the first time.
I don't need to spend all this.
no, if we had a pile of money
Put it
just
all
sitting
on
there,
black.
we just do
That's
dumb
right.
shit
Put
with
it on black.
If we had $1 million, we'd go on vacation.
Red comes up.
Red.
Maybe rent out Justin
Here's
Bieber.
here's
You
the
know how
thing.
quickly a
Here's the
playthrough
thing.
that
Oh,
was?
100%.
Ivy, I feel like y'all are both the epitome of every gambler's one bit stops right before the big win.
Just that one hit.
So if y'all had $1 million, right? put it on black. Came up black, y'all had $100 million. They'd turn around and be like, put it on red.
Yeah, we would.
100 million, put it on red.
You know, I've only hung out with you a handful of times. This is my first time being around you. I know y'all have heard stories about me.
Have
Yeah.
No, I mean, really,
I mean, I have.
I haven't.
I have because I'm the one that comes picks up Ivy from the bar.
I haven't.
Dad has.
I'm dad. I don't give any stories.
Well, I thought she would. But anyways, now we're both incredibly fucking dumb together. Like, very.
Like the way this
We
microphone's
have
sitting.
no, like, we,
Just fucking, here you go. Make sure they can hear you.
honestly, we're the dumbest people alive when we're together.
No, we really are because we make terrible
Decisions.
I have never met two people who are more self-aware.
We enable each other.
You do.
That was
So
the word I was looking
self-aware
for.
that,
We
like,
so
Y'all are both
Bad
making
for each
dumb
other.
decisions. But
Together,
still be like,
but apart, you're like,
Fuck it.
The thing is,
Send it.
when I'm not
Roll
like
those
when
dice.
we're together, we look at each other and we're
Fuck
like,
it.
wait, come here. When we're together, we look at each other and we're like,
Jesus, take
this
the
is
wheel.
a
on the table.
we're like,
Jesus,
this is
take
a
the wheel.
terrible decision. Like we
They have
shouldn't do
20 in
this.
Blackjack. Hit me.
But then we're like, oh yeah,
I'm gonna
let's
get a-
actually
I'm
do
gonna
it.
get that
It's
ace.
for the
I'm gonna get
plot.
that ace.
It's for
there.
the
It's
plot.
the next call.
Okay, no, but this is what literally happened yesterday because like I got so fucking drunk with my brother and sister-in-law Thursday night. I was like, I am not going out last night. I was like, it's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. I even texted her like
Every
she
good
was texting
alcoholic
me at,
says
like,
you're not going out the next night.
She texted me at like 1 o'clock that afternoon, and she was like, "Why don't you want to go out?" And I was like, "Cause I'm tired from. I had to be at work at 7:30 after Thursday night. I was like, I'm not going out." And then I said, "I am definitely not going to Shuckers." I put that in text. Pull up the text.
Every good alcoholic says
Guess
that
where
before
we
they
end
go out
up?
again.
We ended up at Shuckers. I still have the fucking stamp on my hand.
I see that.
Yeah, we ended up at Shuckers. We're
Do you-
too
do-
so fucking dumb.
Do you know the secret to that? And I've had decades of practice.
I
Get
don't know
fucked up.
self-control.
Get fucked up. Don't go to sleep. Stay up and go to work. Then go get fucked up again, and then you go to sleep.
No.
Sleep by like 7 to 30 minutes.
No, because
Don't go to sleep.
Thursday night, like I didn't get too
she
too
was
crazy.
so drunk. She
Wildin'.
said that we could go to the pub,
Yeah, and I don't go out.
and she
during the
doesn't go
week.
out during the week.
Yeah,
I don't either.
I was a little.
Lies.
When I was your
I was a
age,
little bit
it was the bar.
Blow, hookers, titties, bedtime.
No, there was no bedtime.
Oh,
It was
no
go
bedtime.
home, take a
No,
shower, go to
love
work.
sleep.
He admitted to the hookers and titties though.
No,
No,
no hookers.
I will say.
No hookers.
No.
So
Titties, but titties.
Bunch of hookers and cocaine.
no, this is a crazy
No
story.
hookers.
Titties and cocaine.
Titties and blow.
I'm sorry, this is a crazy story, but like
I'm building my new safe haven with blackjack. Hookers.
I know this podcast has been going on for an hour, but like this is actually a funny
I
story.
mean, we're there at
So
this point.
when
We're there at this point.
when I was 16 years old, my brother was living in LA at the time, and he would come home to visit, and he had this party. And where she's working now, I worked at Animal Health Center before she did, and it was my first weekend working. My brother comes home and he throws a party, and I get absolutely
Wasted.
shit-faced. And I had to be at work at like I think it was like something crazy like 6:30 in the morning, 7 o'clock or whatever, and we were drinking all night. And it's right by our house.
Oh, yeah.
It takes no time to get there, so I wake up and I'm still drunk as fuck.
Takes no time to get there, but
I
always late
still-
every day.
Yeah,
Just put that on record.
I was drunk as fuck still when I woke up, and I was like, it's my first weekend working at this new job, my first job ever too, and so I go in the back and I start working, and I'm working with this like girl. I think she was like probably in her 30s or whatever. And looking back on it now, I understand why she asked me this question, but we were doing something. We were like cleaning up or whatever, and she was like, "Do you want some coffee?" Back then, I didn't think anything of it, but now I think about it, she was asking if I wanted coffee because I think she knew I was fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She knew you were fucked.
Because she was like, "You want coffee?" And I was like, "No, I'm okay."
She's like, you need to drink.
She knew I was fucked up. But yeah, I showed up.
No, I need
First job I
Pedialyte.
ever had.
I need-
first
I need
weekend
a
I ever
fucking
worked.
Pedialyte
I
and a
was
nap.
I need a
drunk.
Pedialyte and a baked potato.
Okay.
Yeah.
My worst.
Baked
hold
potatoes
on.
go hard. When you're
My worst
Oh, yeah.
hungover story.
I
I
know.
worked at this
I've been
place
drinking
in
30
Starkville.
years.
Great.
This place was called Maroon & Co. A bitch.
Damn,
when
she
I
name
was
dropping it.
when I was in Starkville,
Was this the one Kayla was working with?
yes.
Oh, the mashed potatoes.
When I was in Starkville, a bitch went hard in the
was just
paint.
thinking.
Like, you think I go hard in the paint now? A bitch went hard. Talk about cross-faded. She was going hard in the paint. I had work the next morning at a ripe 7 a.m. I don't even wake up at that time now. It doesn't matter what time I have work. I get there, and I was like, I really don't want to fucking be here right now. So I faked heart palpitations in order to go home.
work.
Yeah, it's really easy to fake heart palpitations, by the way. I've done it several times in order to go
That's
home.
before we got up there.
Just start
Usually,
coughing.
and then you're like, oh, my
It's like when
chest.
you have heart palpitations, it makes you cough. 'Cause, like, your
Exactly.
heart's
It's
racing.
so easy.
Was that the weekend me and Mira visited? And you got so
That
shit
was
faced.
probably
that-
one of those
She got
weekends.
so
I'm sure.
shit faced that weekend we couldn't hang out. We had to leave early.
That would be the same weekend.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
they came down and, you know, we were supposed to like vibe, have a good night. Ivy, being the person that she is, decided to go get out and get fucked up, which we love getting fucked up. But they came down to stay with me, and my ass, being the terrible host that I am, hostess,
Horrendous.
sorry,
Yeah.
went out and got fucked up. I got fucked up so
Is
bad.
that when we picked you up with fucking what's her name that night at her apartment because you were sitting on the curb and you wanted to go home?
Oh no, not the
No,
same
it was a
night.
different night.
This was like when I lived at Social Campus
There's so
still.
many
Yeah,
nights.
so
It's
many.
just-
This was when I lived at Social Campus still, and I was so fucked up the next day that I was unable to hang out that y'all left early.
Yeah, we had to leave early. We were supposed to stay that whole weekend.
Yep.
We left Saturday morning.
I go hard in the motherfucking paint.
Okay. Question. Why
Play
though?
Waka Flocka.
YOLO.
Because
YOLO?
I will say I drink, but I drink at the house.
I mean,
See, but you don't like people. I fucking love people.
I like liquor.
I know.
I
I
can't
don't
drink
like
that.
liquor.
I can't drink that around people. Or else I ain't gonna make it.
well, we should have had a nice whiskey with us tonight.
We should have.
We should have.
I
See,
still have that bottle of Knob Creek. I haven't opened it yet.
The difference between you and me is right now. Let's just be straight up honest. You have a girlfriend, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
We can get real active.
No. It's not anything mean.
Okay. I was about
No.
to get active.
You have a girlfriend, okay?
Yeah.
Y'all keep each other grounded, right?
No.
You
What does
wouldn't
that
say
mean?
Yes, you do.
grounded.
You
Grounded.
do.
You even each other out. You even
You
each
do.
other out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You even each other out.
You do. That's
Sorry,
what
I
you have
didn't
with,
know- I
with a
didn't know
good
what
partner.
grounded-
You
I
have
didn't know what
you can keep each other.
I didn't know what
grounded.
grounded meant.
Yeah. You even each other out.
Okay.
Okay.
Never mind. I don't know what that did.
I broke up with. That was a good ass burp.
When I drink, I become a problem. I want to.
You look like you become a problem. You look like you become 99 motherfucking problems.
So we went to Rick's one night
Uh huh.
with. Was it the costume event they had? No, it was different. We went to Rick's with two of our friends.
Where was I?
You were down here, so don't even trip.
I wish I was there.
But I went with one of my friends and one of her friends, and I had drank 3 Coronas before we left.
Ooh,
It's a good
big
start.
ballin',
I drank 3
Big Daddy,
Coronas.
3 Coronas,
So we
Corona
got
Light.
to Rick's, and I started drinking Angry Orchards. About 7 Angry Orchards in,
Oh,
I drank basically a 12-pack that night.
holy shit. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
it was like
okay.
I had just turned 21. It was my first time at a bar. I become a problem.
You look like you
I
become a
was looking
problem.
at people and be like,
This motherfucker wants
I'm
to
about-
fight.
I'm about to be the scene.
They looked at me the
I'm
wrong
about
way.
to cause a scene. I'm about to be an issue. I'm
You
ready
about
to
to
be an
throw
issue.
hands.
And my friend is the exact same way. I just looked at him like, it's time for us to be an issue.
Right, dog.
Yeah. I was like, it's time for us to be an issue. He's like, yep. So we had to leave early.
No, because
Okay,
you're,
I will say the only time I really got really about to be an issue is there was a dude who walked by and he was staring at me real hard. Pissed me off.
Was he staring at you real hard? Or
I have
were
no
you
idea.
Or did
Drunk
you
and
think
I was,
he was
thought-
staring
I
at
was
you real
drunk
hard?
as shit, so
Yeah.
I thought he was staring at me. But
See-
in my drunk state, he was staring at me, and I was ready just to jump. No.
He was like, I'm gonna punch him in his dick right
I was ready
fucking
to do it.
now.
I become an issue. Now, if I'm that was the first time if I drink whiskey or liquor, I get funny.
See,
I
no,
drink
you
beer.
get funny as fuck, but you and Dad also have a short fucking fuse.
I have a temper.
There is
I
a
can't drink
temper
tequila.
there
Tequila makes me
because
You
okay,
gotta drink a good one. You gotta drink
Ashland-
I have 1800.
tequila is not good for
No.
Jonathan Wynn or Leslie.
Hang on.
I drink
Jonas
tequila.
I had a
I
Mira
think that bottle
or
of Casamigos went. That's me.
Ivy. Ivy had
Well, you've chilled out since we were little because you were not allowed to drink tequila.
Ivy used to
was not.
hide. Ivy had hid a bottle of Jose Cuervos
I did.
in her closet, and I found it, and I drank that bitch with my friend over, and he couldn't drink it because he said it tasted like wood chips. I drank it, and I got real mad at whatever game I was playing. I broke a keyboard.
Yeah.
See, but the
because
thing about Leslie
to bed.
is, I love him so much. If I were a dude and
I'll
I
drink
was
it
out
too.
at Riggs, I ain't looking that motherfucker in the eyes.
Here's my
I'm
thing, here's my
sorry,
thing.
I'm not, because he will beat
I-
my ass.
Ivy might drink,
But
but
Leslie
I'm
drank.
a drinker.
Leslie is a
I
drinker.
will drink.
But the thing is,
But I don't do it often.
no, but you
I
can
don't
hold
do
your,
it- I
but
don't
you
do it
can
near as
also
often.
hold your liquor. You're very good at holding your
Well, it's
liquor.
because I drink liquor.
Yeah.
You drink.
I-
You drink high noons.
Yeah.
If I gave you a single cup of, Knob Creek or Jack Daniels.
Oh, I'd be off my
you'd be
ass.
off your ass. After
Off
that.
my
you'll
ass.
be puking.
But the
What's
thing,
the pajama set I bought?
Patron, tequila. She loves tequila.
See, I finished.
I love tequila.
I don't like tequila.
I'm a tequila girl. For
I
real.
So,
hate tequila.
I-
I hate it.
So the most I ever drank. Yeah.
Tequila just does
The
something
m-
to me.
The most I ever drank was at we had a Christmas party and we had friends over.
Wait, pause your story. The most you've ever drank. Do we want to talk about the time you were butt naked in the bathroom on all fours, switching from the toilet to the bathtub, vomiting
yeah.
profusely in either one?
Okay.
I feel like that's the most.
Actually, I'll tell.
I feel like that's the most you've ever drank.
I'll tell both these stories, but I drank more that on this first story I'm about to
Bro,
tell
you
than
were
that
doggy style in the
Okay,
bathroom.
So this night it was a Christmas party, and my girlfriend had just got me whiskey stones.
I don't think I've heard this.
She just got me whiskey stones, and I had that glassware we had just got. Had the Maker's Mark cup that was dipped. It was real nice.
Fancy. We
Fancy.
got
I
that
felt
shit
good.
going on.
So I was drinking that. I finished off my decanter of Jack Daniels.
As one
I
does.
had finished off my bottle of Maker's Mark.
See, but you can drink.
And then I finished off that bottle of scotch you gave me.
Mm.
And I had started back on drinking my
Were
Jack.
they all full?
They were all full.
Are you?
That
How
sounds
are you alive right now?
Yeah,
like,
And
what's
then I
like-
started.
Alcohol.
And then I got.
Yes.
And then I started drinking my. What was it? There's another.
If you
Eli J's.
I don't know what that is.
Elijah Craig. I started drinking
There
that.
we go.
And I got 2 glasses
Small
into
batch?
that. Yeah, it was small
Good
batch.
stuff.
And then I got 2 glasses into that. Yeah, that's me curled up. Then
I don't think I've heard about this one.
Oh my god.
okay, but then I
He
started.
looks like a
so I
motherfucking
drank all those. And
babushka.
I drank all those, and I was fine.
Can we keep
And
in mind these are full bottles?
These are
that
full
you were
bottles.
Finishing.
I drank them all. I
You
threw
are
away
a
a lot.
fucking demon.
So I was fine until I went to go piss. I peed,
see. That's where you fuck
and while
up.
I was peeing, it hit me all at once, and I could not stand.
Yep.
And then I made the mistake of laying down.
Oh no.
Oh, you fucked up. Oh, you got the spins going
World-
on.
the
You
world
spin.
starts
The
spinning.
spins.
Nothing is
As
worse
soon
than
as I
the
laid down, I was
spins.
fucked. I couldn't do it.
Yep.
So I threw up. I threw up for about 4 hours straight of just dry heaving, waking up, dry heaving.
I know your
In my
girlfriend
mind, it only lasted like 20 minutes, but it was
It was
4
hours.
hours. And Mira was there, or
was-
sorry,
Miracle.
MC.
Miracle was there.
she was there, and yeah, that was a rough night. I had work the next morning at 6 a.m.
Did you make it?
I woke up still drunk off my ass, and I had to call them and said
Oh.
I had food poisoning. And I
Should we
couldn't
not
go.
say that? Oh, this is your past job,
Past
right?
job.
Okay, so it doesn't
Now,
really matter. Fuck them,
This
by the way.
story was for my girlfriend's 18th or 19th birthday party. 20th.
20th,
I want to say.
feel like.
I want to. I want to say it was for her 20th birthday
Y'all
party.
went out of town
We went.
Arkansas. You went to
No.
Arkansas.
That was a different time. I didn't throw up that time. We went to Dolphin Island, and
Oh.
I had bought a jug, fucking a jug.
Of Evan Williams.
It wasn't Evan Williams. It
What
was
was it?
Captain Morgan's Black Spiced Rum.
Oh yeah, we got.
It
beat with
was
that.
47.3% alcohol by volume.
94.6 proof.
Yeah. So, I drank the most out of anybody that night. Here's the
one
problem.
does.
I drank about 3/4 of that bottle straight from the bottle by myself.
Captain Morgan's, bro. I get you.
And I will say, made me really fucking good at Mario Kart. Really fucking good at Mario Kart.
I applaud you for that.
Drunk off my ass. I couldn't walk.
Like,
We were-
like as in Rainbow Road?
Rainbow Road, I could do it.
Rainbow Road good?
Fucking eyes closed.
Okay.
Now, I drank that whole bottle by myself. At some point in the night, somebody took the bottle while I was at the bathroom, and I was pissed. Like, I was fucking stomping through
Imagine that.
I was stomping.
Angry drunk.
Angry
Angry
drunk.
drunk.
Stomping through. I was like fucking stomping through it, saying, "Who took my rum?"
It needed to be done.
Pissed off my ass. So I go upstairs. I had to throw up.
Man's
Now,
doggy style in the
keep in
bathroom.
mind, this was like at 11:50. The
Early.
night before. The night
Early in the night.
No. 11:50 at night. Right
That's
before,
early for
right
us.
before Mira's birthday, because her birthday was at midnight. So drunk off my ass, I am in the bathroom,
Got your girlfriend to take care of you.
butt ass naked, on all fours,
A real one.
puking in a circle, throwing up in the toilet, in the tub, in the shower.
I would like to
back
emphasize.
to the toilet,
I want to
butt-ass
emphasize
naked on all
doggy
fours.
style. He was on all fours. Doggy style,
Butt-ass
straight up
naked.
arching that back for that shit.
Yeah, I was throwing up the entire time.
Were you there?
No.
No, but I've heard this story
So
vividly in
the
detail.
middle of the night, I'm throwing up heads in the toilet, and all I hear coming from the hall is my girlfriend screaming, "Happy birthday to me."
He fucked that. He ain't got no puss that night either.
Hold on.
No puss.
So I was puking. So in my mind, like, again, all this happened in a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
It was 4 a.m. when I actually made it to the bed and laid down and actually got to
And
sleep.
she's like, "Fuck, I gotta take care of this
And
drunk ass."
she
bitch.
didn't go to bed till after I went to bed. 8 a.m. the next morning, I was up, ready to go.
I'm proud of you for that. Because you cooked her
'Cause
breakfast that morning.
I cooked breakfast that morning, and I woke up 8 a.m. ready to go. I was like, "Hey, babe." She was like, "Go the fuck back to sleep. I'm tired."
Wait.
No, I woke up. I woke up ready to run it. I will recover.
First of all, her 21st birthday is coming up this year, so you.
Oh,
better
wait.
make Sure.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Now, here's another story that
He ain't get this
copyright music, Ivy.
Oh yeah.
Do you want me to
copyright,
sing it?
Copyright. No, this whole thing.
This whole
that
thing is
you did-
copyright music.
It's your birthday, so I know you want to ride out.
Okay, hold on. I will say, here's one more story from me
You
drinking.
have to edit over that.
From me drinking.
Why?
Me and my friend.
Yeah.
Me and my friend Ryan.
Oh, I remember
Dad
this
knows
story.
this story. We were at the house, and I
Yes.
asked if my friend Ryan could spend the night.
Big beef boned Ryan, by the way.
Now,
Not tiny.
we
not-
were at the house by ourselves drinking, and we had started off with, what were they? Trulies, because
Ooh,
they
that's
were.
where you fucked
No.
up.
We only drank. We drank half of each because we had them. Now, my dad
Parents are so proud
had
of
one
us.
of those gigantic Sam's Club bottles of vodka.
That's all they get though. When it's time to drink vodka,
That's what-
you
that's
get
what
that
my dad
big-ass
had.
bottle.
Now,
That's what we got.
me and
fridge
Ryan
right
wanted
now.
to drink, and we invented a drinking game playing UFC 2 on the PS4.
Okay, how did this drinking game
Now, the
go?
drinking game worked as you did a championship match, 5 rounds. Every time you got knocked down in the match, you had to take a shot of vodka.
Okay.
If you lost the match, you had to take 3.
Okay. Are you having fun?
So, and Dad can attest
okay.
to this. We drank that entire bottle by ourselves. The bottle was gone. And when I'm talking, a Sam's Club bottle was like this big.
It was
I
one-
know how big you're talking
It was
about.
a
That
1.75.
Yeah. We
That
drank that whole
long,
bottle.
Big dick ass. Okay.
We drank that whole bottle. Throughout the night, I had thrown up 3 times. And each time I threw up, I just continued to drink. Now, because I'll puke and rally. I don't give a fuck.
I cannot puke and rally. I applaud you.
My
for that.
friend
No,
could
I
not
do
drink.
Puke sometimes in rally.
couldn't keep up. Now, he had sat...
Which
When he
amazes
got there, he sat on the couch, on the end of the couch. He stayed
Yes.
on that couch the whole night. My dad walked in with him on the couch
me.
right
R.I.P.
there.
that sectional, bro.
Now, in the night, I had set
That
a
sectional
trash.
saw a
I
lot
had
of
set-
bodily
I had
fluids.
set a-
Yeah.
I had set a trash
I think
can.
I've sharded on it once.
I had set a trash.
Puke,
can.
piss, shit.
I had set a
Yeah.
trash can right by Ryan, right
Other
by his
fluids?
feet. I'd set a trash can right by him. He woke. He sat up. He was head laid back, chilling. Randomly, he woke up, leaned up, went and puked all over the floor, all over his shoes, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Covered his shoes, covered the floor, puked, and just laid his head back down. I fell asleep in the bathroom. Dad came home, didn't get mad, didn't say anything. He's
To
like, "Hey,"
disarray.
he just-
after
he
working a
came
12-hour
home.
shift.
came up to me, he's like, "Hey, clean up the house."
Clean that puke up.
I was like, "All right." I got up, I looked,
Wait,
Ryan's covered in puke.
Yeah.
Fucking there's
Damn it.
When she
stuff
comes,
everywhere.
she'll get it. She's sweet girl.
shit. So I finally wake up, and it was fucking bad.
Yeah. Destruction.
It was destruction. There was puke everywhere.
Yeah.
Ryan threw away his shoes.
It looked like a frat house.
It was
Also,
fucking
let's
terrible.
talk about. So we lived at that house in Gluckstadt, and Leslie had the upstairs room, right? You going? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going.
Leslie had this upstairs room. Leslie was
Where
a.
you
Get a drink.
Oh, I gotta go pee.
Leslie.
I just
Oh,
got
I'm a
pee.
shit talk while he's gone. Hell yeah.
About to wrap this up.
Yeah, this is about an hour and 30.
Really?
Yeah, we're 8 o'clock.
Bro, you got a lot of good shit in here, though. In high school, Leslie was a functioning alcoholic.
Keyword functioning.
Functioning, unlike some of us. We were moving out of our home in Gluckstadt to come back to the trenches of Madison.
These
Which
are not
is-
trenches.
This is what we consider the ghetto, though, of Madison, especially where we live.
We get no lesser benefits.
I know that, but we've always called this the trenches of Madison.
Well, yeah. I'm okay with it
I'm okay with it, too. Shit, I got a free place to stay. I don't care.
for now.
We're going to cut that out. That part's going to be cut out. I hope you know that. Why is this bitch so close to my face? I put it there.
Yes, you did.
Back fuck up. Anyways, we're moving out of our house in Gluckstadt. In Gluckstadt, we were I'm scooting it closer even though I moved back.
Move back and scoot it closer.
So, when we lived in Gluckstadt, we were living a high life. Honestly, but I think that we were the most unhappy in Gluckstadt, I will say. I feel. We were. But we're moving out. There's like this little attic space up in Leslie's closet. There's 2 fucking trash bags filled to the brim with empty alcohol bottles. Leslie was getting it.
He was also selling it at school.
That was a thing that he did.
Can I get y'all's opinion on something really quick? My mom thinks, because my mom is going out to the pub with us tonight, she thinks that she's going to feel weird walking in here with a hymen.
Into this house?
Yes.
Does she know who the fuck we
I
are?
literally fucking told her everybody's been drinking.
Does she know who the fuck we are?
Yeah, I'm fixing it. We're
I
fixing it.
literally told her.
We fixing to go drink more.
I'm
The
fixing to
fuck?
cut this off so I can go drink.
Yeah,
Like, what?
That's exactly. I literally told her on the phone. I was like,
But
we've all been drinking.
oh my god, I just picked my nose on camera.
Definitely not cutting that out.
Zoom in.
Yeah.
But we move out of that house in Gluckstadt. Belinda's, I don't know why she's freaking out. We move out of that house in Gluckstadt. There are 2 trash bags, maybe more, filled to the brim with empty fucking cans of alcohol. Whatever
Is
the
this when
fuck.
y'all were living in that house at like Bradshaw.
Bradshaw,
Ridge,
yes, right?
No.
Bradshaw.
It
Wells
was
Court.
off of,
Wells Court. It was Wells Court.
1, 2, 3.
But it
Wells
was
Court.
close to Bradshaw.
What was that neighborhood?
It was- it was
Y'all
called
lived off of
Bradshaw.
Mandel.
Bradshaw
It was
Farms.
called Bradshaw. That's the name of the
Okay.
neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
What shit are you talking, Ivy?
Okay. I'm talking about how we were moving out
Oh,
of.
keyword functioning alcoholic.
Yeah, went to school drunk. It's fine.
Functioning. I graduated with a 2.7 GPA,
I graduated with a 2.5,
and I was shit faced all
After
the time.
summer school.
and I was high the whole
Okay,
time.
After
here-
summer
here's the thing,
school.
Here's the thing. I took my ACTs, hungover as shit,
I took my ACTs high.
and got a 25.
I took my ACTs completely sober. Do you want to know what I made on the ACT?
18.
The ACT completely sober. Do you want to know?
18.
19.
32.
That was the practice ACT.
No. Yeah, it
That
was
was
the
the
practice
practice.
ACT. I made a 32.
On the
The
practice.
highest you
Made an
can get is-
18.
Like, are you?
No, I'm not bullshitting. I made a
No,
32.
she made a 32 on the practice, made an 18 on the real one.
Yep, because I showed up
I
high
think
as
I made like a
fuck.
19 or something on the real one.
On the practice ACT, I made a 32.
On the practice, I made
Um,
like a 16,
Goober.
and then I made a 19.
On the practice ACT, I made a 32. Mom paid for the second ACT because I had to take it to get into college. Because the other times I didn't show up, I was high. So I showed up
After summer school.
after summer school.
After summer
I
school.
didn't graduate with my regular class.
So technically, you didn't graduate with a
Yeah.
2.5 GPA.
But so my practice ACT, Mom paid what, $60 for?
Yeah, she graduated with a 3.9 GPA.
Yeah. So you know,
Got that action.
I showed up to that ACT that was paid for, which could have been free had I shown up to school. I made a.
Yeah.
No, I made a 22. I made a 22 on that one. A 22. But keep in mind, on the practice one, I made a 32. A bitch is smart.
The practice one doesn't mean shit.
She's just not capable.
The practice one doesn't do anything. It's there.
It's practice.
It's practice.
Bro, had I taken that shit sober,
Okay, think about it like this. Say I was playing in the Masters and I shot a fucking 59 on a practice round. Don't mean shit, and I shoot a 90 on the real one.
But also, I'm like at
You
the
don't make the
age.
cut.
Did you see that? Tiger is actually doing pretty well in the Masters this year.
Good.
It's over.
But I'm
He
also
actually did- he
at
did
the
pretty well,
age
though.
where
He
it's
barely
like,
made
I
the cut
look
in the final
back
round.
at
Did he
shit
really?
in my
Yeah.
life
I saw the
and I'm
first
like,
round. He did
Literally,
fuck
it was
did you-
Tiger.
I've never
the guy
told you about
below him
this.
didn't make
What?
the cut.
It's
Tiger made
very
it by, he was the last
embarrassing.
to make the cut.
So
The final
you
round,
remember
to
how
play in the
like when we
Masters?
took the
The final
ACT,
round.
like
The final
all the
round,
high
the final
schools around
round.
town would like mesh and like
He
some
did-
of
he
our
did
high
pretty good the
school would
last-
go.
He
And
did.
then
The last day he fell apart.
I did
Uh.
stay at Madison Central.
He's got a lot
I
of
was
injuries.
still
though.
like I
He's
didn't
playing
have to
through,
go
He's playing
anywhere.
through a lot of
I went
injuries.
to German
But I go
I
to
mean-
the bathroom, okay, and I
Do you
was
think
like,
he can win another
I
Masters
kind of
before
have
he
to take a
retires?
shit.
I think so.
Yeah.
So I was like, I gotta
He'll-
take a shit.
he'll
Does he
have
have
to stay-
7 jackets?
Yeah.
This one girl,
like seven.
she
He'll-
looks
he
up
just
under my
has to
stall
stay
and be
healthy
like,
longer.
"Oh, is this girl shitting?" Because I
Stay away
made
from
the
the
one
hookers
little
and
noise
Waffle House
with the
waitresses, yeah.
stall.
If you stayed healthy longer,
She
that's it.
called me out on it the whole thing, and then still looked under my stall.
Okay, first of all, it's weird on her part because while I'm trying to
Yeah.
take a shit,
But it
you're
was
looking
still
under my
so
stall.
fucking
Fuck you.
embarrassing.
I'm trying to blow my butthole out in peace, dude.
Oh, well, I wasn't trying to do
Just wanna look
that.
at this
Okay, well, on that note, Mira, you want to cut us off real quick?
Nope, I have something to say before we go. I'm gonna get us out with the Minecraft theme song.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.